Why, hello there, everyone, and welcome back to our high fantasy campaign. It has been a while. It has definitely been a steaming hot second. It feels like it's been about a year since we last played, but that is definitely not the case. We've just been spending time preparing and such. And we have quite a large campaign prepared for you. Every other game that we've had take place in Alchestria, which is the world that we are in, it's been a bit smaller. Basically, snapshots of very interesting moments in time. Moments for characters, and moments for the world of Alchestria. Now, though, we are switching to something that I worked on with my friends and wife quite some time ago. I prepared far too large of a campaign, homebrew, of course, as most new GMs tend to do. Our eyes are a bit too big and maybe our brains are slightly too small and we just kind of take everything in and don't know where to store it. So I just rapidly wrote everything down. And I kept doing that for a while now. So might as well begin the campaign now. Why wait any longer? Also, our group has decided a few months back to switch over to the Pathfinder 2E system. None of us have actually full-on played Pathfinder yet, so we're all going to be new. Meaning, of course, we're all going to be learning the rules as we go. We're going to be trying to play as rules written as humanly possible. But if for any reason we don't understand something or it doesn't make sense, we're just going to speed bump over it. And at the end of the session, I'll look it up. If we did it right, dope. If we didn't, okay, we'll do it right next time. Sounds like a plan. So with all that out of the way, it's been about 6 months. We have 3 characters, only one of them is returning, and that character would be Vega. Approximately 6 months after the star fell from the sky, and Vega and friends helped with that, and the families in the local town of Torello, she spent more time, of course, getting used to the people here and helping out. We'll get with her in a second, but she did a few things, and now she's back. Back with 2 new faces. Let's go ahead and join them all now. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, my way too long intro out of the way.
Way too long intro.
Way too long intro. Basically me rambling to myself and how we're switching to Pathfinder and how I've technically been sitting on this world for like, oh my god, 5 years? 4 years, babe?
Not long enough.
Since our very first game?
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's a bit more than that.
Yeah. Time. Oh shit, yeah, it definitely is. It's definitely longer,
you could
yeah.
check your YouTube, couldn't you?
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay, great.
Check the YouTube.
Great.
Don't look back. I don't want to know about progression of time.
I know, right?
I don't like time.
I
Makes
don't
me feel old.
that time thing. I'm good. I'm good. Just stop. I'm getting fluffier. I'm getting deader. I don't like it.
Your first one was 6 years
I'm getting
ago.
less alive.
Yeah, 6 years.
All right, so yeah, 6 years then. Jesus. All right, well, we're finally getting back to that plot line, at least the one I prepared and vaguely hinted at. So I'm excited. Anyway, y'all have heard the voices. We have 3 people here. We'll go ahead and start with quick introductions. At the very top with Kane.
I am Seth. I'm playing Kane, the elf wizard.
And next, a familiar face. We have.
I'm Waifu. I'm playing Vega, the barbarian.
She has something fun prepared for us.
Don't get too attached to this character because I will be swapping eventually.
Can't wait to watch you die. I mean, what?
What?
No, there will be no death. Thank you very much.
Aw.
Speaking of, well, not death, but our last person. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Demons, and I'll be playing Arbalest, the handsome stranger human archer.
Arbalest, the Arbalest. Thank you.
Yes.
I will not be taking questions. Because I can't answer them.
His background is so mysterious that even he doesn't know it.
Exactly. Where'd you come from?
Yeah.
Wonderful question. Let's move on.
Man, I wish I knew that.
And
Shrug emoji.
yeah, exactly. We'll rewind 2 seconds to what Vega said. So, because this is the big campaign, and we've already played like 3-4 characters each, and as with most role players, we tend to make too many characters. I've made far too many. It's sickening. I know you guys have done the exact same thing. So, because we're doing a full 1 to 20 campaign, we're doing the whole gamut all the way up. It is fully okay for you guys, Kane, Vega, Arbalest. I feel so weird saying Arbalest. I'm on my Darkest Dungeon mode.
Just hurry up and find out this is your name, I guess.
I know, right?
All right,
It is-
tell it to us right now.
He doesn't know. Weren't you listening?
Shrug.
If I just hit you on the head more, then I'm sure you'll remember, right?
No, we tried that.
If you really want someone to hit him, Vega's probably the
Yeah, I'm the smacker in this one.
better candidate, yeah. Anyway, we're totally cool with switching out characters. So, for example, very, very Blades in the Dark, if you will. If we establish a base or something or whatever, we move perspectives, and you say, I don't want to bring Kane for this one. It would logically make sense to bring blank instead, and you guys would know the character by that point. We're definitely going to be employing that. Not a ton, but Vega, waifu, is already planning on switching characters once we reach a certain point in the story. So that is open to all 3 players. Besides that, do you have yourself targeted? Wait, did they move the target to the middle of the token? It looks weird.
Still at the
yes.
top?
It's at the top middle.
Okay, yeah.
It's a little hat now. Okay, that's weird. Anyway.
Here, I bonk you on the head.
Ooh, very fancy animation. It kind of keeps going, doesn't it?
The long staff you have there.
Very long staff. Alrighty. With all that out of the way, we can indeed begin. And we shall begin with you, Miss Vega. I don't know, did you want to give us any background information as to where you came from, or do you want to reveal that in-game? Up to you. You do have some.
What do you mean where I came from?
Well, you were level 6. You were a bit stronger. You're back to level 1. So, what would you like to reveal in-game?
All right. So I hail from a village in the middle of nowhere. They're kind of removed, which is how they've maintained a religion that is very much dead everywhere else. 6 months after the campaign of Fallen Star and Torello, I was summoned back home because a ancient relic that belonged to one of these 2 gods started doing strange things, and I am on a mission to figure out why.
All right, so that explains why she's now level 1 again. She's rediscovering her faith. So she's going to be a little weaker temporarily, but she'll get beefy again. It's all good, I believe. And
she's weaker. She still has more health than me.
I know, right?
You have 19.
Level 1,
I'm squishy.
You start pretty beefy level 1. You have 15, 15 AC as level 1 wizard. It's kind of nuts. The numbers get pretty crazy in this game.
Yeah.
Numbers get dumb in this game. It's great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's similar to 3-5 numbers.
Yeah,
it's on. Oh, what's it called? Boundless.
Real high.
Yeah, effectively, yeah. Anyway, for you, Miss Vega, we recall that you and your 2 buds were kind of officially 6 months now, I say officially, invited to the LeGraves family. And if you recall, I'm changing something ever so slightly. They gave you like a black sash or a black piece of clothing, like a wristband or something, to denote you were part of their group.
I vaguely recall this, yes?
Yes, I'm changing that to a black piece of basically anything, but for the most part, the warrior side, so if you fight in the field rather than like push papers, you effectively get like a little black gem or something that's inscribed into your weapon. It doesn't do anything, but it just denotes that you are part of the LeGraves family, effectively. So you have a little black, onyx chunk basically in your sword, I believe you have, right?
Yeah.
Yes, a great sword. Okay, cool. So you have that, and everyone in the family also has that. They asked you recently to help out more with the locals because, well, you've stayed around and you've been incredibly helpful. This request isn't really too big of a deal from what they can gather, but everyone's really, really busy. And speaking of everyone being busy, we're also missing someone. There's an individual named Omen, and he hasn't swung by in quite some time to the family. They think he might be out drinking, not entirely sure, but if you happen to see him, Vega, definitely let us know.
I assume I know what he looks like, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. You've seen him gathering around, and yeah, he likes his cups a little too much, one might say. But that's not your mission. Your mission, here's why you have a mission. Your mission was to go pick up 2 people that you think can help with this task. There is a Miss Margaret Henner that lives at the ass end of Torella, kind of the old town. And, well, she just needed some assistance. She didn't really go into too much detail, but I don't want to say she's been currently too much of a crazy help to Torella, but she's much older now. And this family maybe owes her a debt or something. Belwan LeGraves. He seems quite fond of her for whatever reason. So he would like one of his best people, Vega, to go help her out, if you would be so kind.
Sure. What's her name again?
Her name is Margaret. I'll try to copy-paste names into chat as I'm saying them. I know I slur over names sometimes. I forgot what word you typed when we were playing Monster of the Week, but it was not the right one. Oh, your favorite spell, what, guts to rope or whatever?
Inside ropes.
Oh, Jesus. All right, kids, today we're using our inside ropes. Ugh. Love it. It's great. It's wet, sticky.
I mean, if it works, it works, right?
Indeed.
It's 50 feet of rope that I can use to climb.
I mean, that will be useful, I'm sure.
Or I can just use it as rope. Or
The real
whatever
question
rope
is,
can
like,
do.
does it stay attached to you? Like,
I don't think so.
so you just casually pull out your guts.
Yeah, it
Useless.
says I removed them.
What if they get damaged?
It disappears, actually.
Yeah.
It's a very odd spell. It doesn't really make too much sense. It literally says, like, this doesn't... like, the first thing it says is, this does not harm you. It's like, oh, okay. Thanks for that.
It looks like it should, but it doesn't.
It sounds like it should. It's also a very squelchy spell in terms of its description. Lots of...
magic trick, I guess.
Yeah, it uses the word sticky and wet a couple times, but anyway.
Oh.
I know, right?
Squishy.
Why would anyone want to climb that rope?
Hey, sometimes you have a choice.
The guts don't help anyone but you attached to a wall. Okay.
It's like Spider-Man, but intestines.
Oh, I have to hold on to my guts the whole time where it ends. Okay.
I mean, yeah, duh. How's it work?
Kind of like Deadpool. Instead of
I
using
can't just
web.
give someone. I can't give someone else my guts.
Here, have my guts. Aw, how romantic.
I mean, can we jump rope with your guts?
If he doesn't let go of them, yes.
As long as I'm holding one end of it.
Perfect.
Who's holding the other end?
Me.
Perfectly squishy. Vega.
Vega's jumping.
Oh, I thought you would be jumping.
In that armor?
That's fine.
In this
I mean, you
armor?
can try.
Actually, I currently have leather armor on, so
Oh, you're fine.
I need to buy my actual armor. One
Indeed.
of these days.
What's armor? I'm a wizard.
I'm apparently a very heavily armored archer, so I don't know. It's I don't know why. Background stuff? Question mark. Shrug.
I look cool, that's all that matters.
Yeah,
Background
that's
stuff.
the reason.
Alrighty, but we will indeed open with the three of you approaching Miss Margaret's home.
Wait, you said we had to help with two people. Omen was the first one, or was it another one?
Nope. Basically, Belwan essentially said, the reason we need your extra help and the reason you're not getting help is because everyone's kind of busy, but oh man, we don't know where he is. So if you happen to see him, just let us know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they said he might be out drinking, but they checked local bars, didn't see him. It's literally, we'll say he's been missing for like a week or so, Bigga, and this is just something that you know.
He's been missing for a week, and I think he's lost in his drinks.
It happens.
Okay.
It isn't the first time, apparently.
Yeah, someone broke up with him or something, who knows?
Someone broke up with him.
Is that why his name is Oh Man?
Maybe. Bad luck and all that. Yes, essentially all that matters is Miss Margaret would like your assistance. Please and thank you.
I will knock on her door.
As you do, it echoes throughout her home, and you hear nothing for a moment, then you kind of hear coughing, and one or two things sort of fall over. And then you hear silence.
Mrs. Henner, may I come in?
As you say that, the window next to the door opens, and a woman pops her head out and goes, what?
Belwan requested us to help you.
Belland? What? Who? Where?
Do you need help?
Yeah, sure, it's pretty messy in here. If you're coming in to clean, sure, why not? She pops her head back in through the window, unlocks the door, and yeah, the house is pretty messy. She recently knocked over God knows what, but there's like bowls everywhere.
My shoulder slump. Is that all you needed help with, ma'am?
Who's what? Who are you?
I'm Vega. Belwan sent me.
Who are the other two?
Friends, aren't they mighty proficient looking?
Sure, why not?
I tried to flex.
But yeah, sure, come on in. You want tea or something?
Yes, that sounds good. I will go in and start picking up something nearby.
As you do, she kind of grabs her cane and like whops you on the hand and goes, "What do you think you're doing?"
I thought you wanted me to clean.
I didn't say to clean. Who are you?
What do you want me to do then?
You can have a sit there, lass. Oh, you look so nice. Please.
I was just about to glare at her. I restrain it when she says it's so nice, then I'll go and sit down.
Now that you're close to her, you can see that she has multiple tattoos on her face that kind of stick out. You've never really seen these before. And her clothes are ruffled and don't really make any sense color-wise, coordination-wise. They're all over the place. There are two chairs that are knocked over. It looks like around the knocked over chairs, she was stacking bowls or something on them because they're all over the ground. You notice as she's moving around to like prepare stuff, she picks up a kettle off the ground, she begins filling it with water, and she kind of is humming to herself. She turns to your group and says, "Hey, so what brings you in today?"
We were told you needed help.
Oh, me? Really?
Yes, you. Yes.
Oh, gods. How incredibly strange. Well, sure. Just show yourself in. Why not? That was a yes to the tea.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. She bends over and kind of like really quickly, like, she's trying real hard. And she's getting there. She's definitely getting there. She gets a little spoon on the way down. And you notice one of the cups she knocked over had tea leaves in it. So she starts scooping them off the floor and putting them back into the little cup.
Oh god.
Oh, ma'am, those were on the floor.
What?
Those tea leaves were on the floor.
She looks in the cup. She says, Miss, I believe you need to get your eyes checked. They're clearly in a cup.
Oh, dear God.
I look at Arbalest and just give him a, like, what the hell look.
She laughs to herself and like walks over and starts preparing the tea.
Shrug.
You do notice that she doesn't use these tea leaves, though. She uses another set of tea leaves and begins to kind of set them up. And
I was, in fact, watching like a hawk, yes, because I was not going to take that cup.
yeah, these are ones that she got off the shelf.
You don't
Excellent.
want the floor tea leaves?
That is correct, yes.
I've got extra seasoning.
No.
Fine, then, be that way.
What kind of extra seasoning?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I mean,
My-
tea.
My own custom blend, huh? As she's she's preparing all this, she kind of gets the tea together and whatnot, and like little like bread crumpets, and she turns to you all, and she kind of looks about and says, "Which one are you sitting in my chair?"
Which one's your chair?
It's the one that's shaped like my ass. I sit in it quite frequently. There should be a nice little indentation for my cheeks on it.
I will take a peek underneath my ass.
No, don't look at your ass. Look at mine. We need to match them up. Please, just...
Well, wait. Do all the chairs have ass indentations?
You actually notice, no. One chair does indeed have a very particular indentation on it.
All right, so who's sitting in it?
No, and it got knocked over.
I'll walk over and like stand it up.
Oh, what a gentleman you are. Thank you. What was your name again?
Kane.
Perfect. You get first dibs then, friend. And she passes you some tea.
Oh, let's go. Take the tea.
Wait,
What?
is
It's-
Kane
It's,
girl or boy?
it's a dude.
Okay. Damn, that's a pretty.
Hard to tell with long hair.
He doesn't
Yes!
know.
That art is very pretty.
It's easier to tell when it's
I mean,
not
it's
in
fairly
focus.
masculine, I would say.
Yeah, leaning more towards...
Not when it's blurry and zoomed out like that.
I mean,
True.
it's also he's also an elf, so you know.
Fair.
Also super hot.
Here, I can show the full art in Discord.
Very flamey, very hot.
Yeah, I mean,
Nope,
also
I still see woman.
Technically same
Oh,
art,
well.
but blurrier. So.
I mean, you can see whatever you want.
Yes, sir.
This is true. I think you guys mentioned you're all kind of hot, so she just looks at each of you and goes, "Wow, you're all so... Are you a band or something? Are you in like a circus group? You're very attractive."
if I was, I would.
Thank you, ma'am.
You wouldn't remember.
That's quite unfortunate.
I pat Arbalest on the back. It's okay, buddy.
Well,
Margaret
That
walks
has
over
been
and
my entire life, as far as I know.
Margaret pats you on the head and says, "Oh, poor lad. Poor very, very attractive lad, but poor all the same.
Oh my god.
You can have the second tea, and miss, you can have the third,
Thank you.
and I'll have the fourth." And then she puts a little thing of like honey in the middle, and she kind of squats down and she just starts sipping her tea, just smiling, looking at all of you, saying absolutely nothing, just sipping away.
I will take the tea and also sit.
Drinking tea.
Now, how drugged do you think the tea is?
We're about to find out.
All right,
I'm not
drinking the
shitting,
tea,
though.
the drug tea.
We get through about half the tea and realize, unless you guys have very strong constitutions, it probably isn't drugged, or it's just a really slow-acting poison.
Hmm.
She kind of snaps back to, "Oh, yes, you were called here recently." Hmm?
Yes.
After your very quick yes, her eyes kind of like open a little wider as she realizes something. "That son of a bitch! I remember now.
What?
But I'm sorry. You seem to come to a realization.
Did you just say lich?
Son of a bitch.
Bitch.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I thought liches don't even exist in this world.
Correct.
They don't.
Right. I'll turn to figure out what is a lich.
I don't know.
She has a bad itch.
Oh. I mean,
Unfortunate.
I'm just looking over at it like, oh.
She is kind of holding her cane with her other hand while she's sitting, and she points at you guys and says,
I'm flexible.
"I know, right? I was recently at the local crypt, the graveyard, visiting my late husband, and, well, I seem to have left something behind. A necklace. Very, very important to me. You understand, yes?"
Can you describe it?
"Oh, of course. And she kind of thinks for a moment and basically describes it is like maybe a gold. Shit, what the hell's it called? Oh my god, the neck part. That's a name, doesn't it?
The
Lace?
chain?
Yeah, it's not necessarily a chain, but sure. Golden chain. The most important part of this, though, it's a bright blue gem. You cannot miss it. She says, I must have dropped it on my way over there, seeing him. I got back home and I didn't have it. I'm far too old and well, I only have time to visit once a year, you see. It's not horribly far, but and she kind of whacks her leg with her cane. I'm sure you can understand.
Absolutely. We'll go get that for you right now.
Right,
Oh,
can I take like a quick look around, see if it's not like somewhere on the ground or something?
Sure, yes. As you begin to look around a bit, go ahead and actually roll me perception.
And you said blue gem, right?
Yeah, blue. Wonderful, a 21. Looking around the room, it's definitely messy. There are things she either hasn't touched in years, whether because she likes them that way or because she keeps dropping them or something along those lines. This place isn't necessarily well kept. You do notice certain areas are well kept, though, most likely where she most frequents her foot traffic, where she cooks, cleans, things of that nature. But there's like pockets of this room that just haven't been touched in a while. And you kind of notice there is there's a little something that she has like off the side of her kitchen. Just like rows and rows and rows of bottles and such of just many different colors. You're not sure if they're wines or something else, but these stand out particularly to you because they're just covered in dust. Looks like she has not touched them in quite a time. You've all been quite nice. I would say, though, I dropped it the other day, and I really hope no one picked it up. Well, not to brag too much, but it cost me quite a bit, an arm and a leg, if you will.
Well, if we don't find it in the graveyard, I'll start wringing people's necks.
Oh, that would be most wonderful. You know, you've all been very, very kind. Give me one moment, yes, before you all head out.
I was just about to stand up. I'll sit back down.
She starts kind of digging through various shelves and she like looks through a crate real quick, and she's not exactly sure where this item is. She's just sort of mumbling to herself. She goes, "Oh, yes. I've drinks to go, 2 precisely, made by my late husband," and she kind of mumbles to herself. And as she does, she puts them on the table in front of you, Vega. I'll go ahead and put them in your inventory. And there are 2 glass bottles with a sort of red liquid in them.
And what is it exactly?
Oh, it's for the spirits, not literal spirits. But like when you get tired, or if, your adventuring takes too long, you need to rest, just one swig of this and you should be right up and at it.
So how long do these usually last?
Hopefully a while. I've had those for quite some time. Like I said, I didn't make them.
What'd you got?
My husband was a kind of a shit, but he was a professional. He knew what he was doing.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Oh,
He was an alchemist then.
I think theoretically, yes. He was a man of very different hats and different persuasions. He was an odd one.
They usually are.
I bet you got along very well.
She just smiles at that.
That's supposed to mean Vega.
No, they're like 2 peas in a pod.
Kind of rude, honestly.
So rude.
It's a little sad he's not here anymore. All right, well, we've taken up enough of your time, so we're gonna go find that necklace now.
Yeah, of course. Have fun. I'll see you in a fortnight or something. I don't know.
It won't take us a fortnight to find that thing.
Oh, I forgot to mention. The old badger died some time back, so he's probably further back. You know the graveyard. I think I've seen you around here before, once or twice.
Yeah, we've been here a while.
Yeah, of course.
Have we?
He's not going to be in the.
I have.
He won't. Right? Yeah, she's pointing at Vegas specifically. He won't be in the front row. He's in the old quarter. I made sure to bury him there.
The haunted quarter.
Good to know.
She shrugs.
Okay.
Well, good luck.
Stand up, and I will scuttle out the door real quick.
I'll make sure to finish my tea before I go.
She smiles widely at that.
Oh, yes, I did chug it before I left.
Is it
I'm
chug
like-
it or chuck it?
Chug.
She chucked it into her
Chug
throat.
it. No, chug and then chuck the cup.
Yes, that too.
Where'd you chuck the
Well,
cup?
I'm
she's
just
a
like-
barbarian, or was.
I may slam it down on the table a little too hard.
All right, the
It cracks.
table shakes and she jumps a bit at that, like.
Whoops, my bad. Bye.
I'm just like zoned out, like drinking it, and then I look around, everyone's gone. I'm like,
Kane!
bye, and then I leave.
She was lovely, by the way. Goodbye.
Thank you, thank you. All right, and the three of you head out. You know, Vega, that it's definitely a bit of a walk from where you guys currently are. So you guys have maybe, I'd say maybe 30, 40-minute walk to get there.
Okay, dokes.
Make sure to check the roads as we go. She might have dropped it along the way.
Good point. Good point.
You guys
Although
keep...
we are currently
What if it
changing
never
maps, so I doubt
existed,
it's that.
What if we're being sent to look for nothing?
Wait, what?
What if she's just imagining it? It doesn't actually exist.
Yeah, I hope
We're
not.
being sent out for nothing.
I don't think she's that crazy.
I don't know. She was kind of crazy.
Just a little.
Pretty up there on the crazy meter.
Crazometer.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure it's just crazy. I think it's just old.
I mean, what's the difference?
Well, you'll find out when you get there, I guess.
Wow.
All right, and Vega, as you were essentially hired to, well, hire these two folk, do you guys talk about anything on your way to the graveyard?
Is this my first time hiring them?
Yep.
So, what brings you to this town?
Yeah,
They are new faces,
work
right?
for now.
Before I answer that question, does the town have, like, I don't know, either a library or something, or, I don't know, a bow shop? Bowyer? What's the name for that?
Yes, Fletcher?
A Fletcher, yeah, I guess.
Yes, yeah, they effectively would have everything. Torello's quite large.
Yeah. In that case, I would just say, for information, I'm trying to find out something.
What do you need information on?
Well, myself, mostly.
Yourself?
I don't have any memories of my past, honestly. I am, from what I've been told, I'm what they call a Duskwalker.
Am I familiar with that
Kind
term?
of. I think it's like some uncommon thing. Basically, it's a person that has been reborn or something.
I'm going to say no, I have not heard that term before. So I will ask, what is that?
Well, from what I've been explained, apparently it means that I was reborn. Like, actually, I was reborn, I guess, in a graveyard similar to this.
Oh.
I have no memories of a past life, but supposedly I had one, and that's all I know.
I wonder if you were touched by my goddess then. She's the ruler
knows?
over death.
I don't know, do my tattoos mean anything to you?
I will wave you to show me them.
I mean, they're over my entire left side body, so...
Is it covered in armor?
Currently, my body is, but my arms and my face is not.
All right.
So I'll do my hair to the side like a pretty lady, basically.
Like a pretty lady. Do I recognize them?
I would say no.
Doubt it.
Nope, doesn't look familiar.
It doesn't rule it out, but it's the only clue I have, so...
Well, since they're symbols, there's definitely a record of them somewhere.
I hope so. The clerics at the temple that, well, explained the world to me in my existence, they said that some of us are from ages ago and others are maybe a dozen years. I don't know where I belong, but I'll find out, hopefully.
How far back does your memory go?
Like I said, I don't have any memories.
No, you remembered 5 minutes ago, right?
I mean, sure.
So how far does that go back?
Oh, you mean when I was reborn? About half a year ago now?
Oh, that's super recent.
Yeah. I mean, I spent about 2-3 months, I guess, revalidating... what's the word?
Hang on, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Revalidating?
Not quite, but close enough.
Getting used to the world and myself. Let's go with that. And since then, I've been out looking for, well, any clues, honestly. Getting by with some bounty hunting, some, well, things like this. Protection.
Well, you look like you'd be pretty handy in a fight, so that's cool with me.
Yeah. For some reason, my crossbow feels very natural to me. Although definitely something missing about it, but I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Interesting. All right. And Kane, what's your story?
I mean, not gonna tell you as much as he did, but
As much, you mean?
Man, a few words, I
all
see.
of my nothing?
Basically nothing. Yeah, all of your nothing. I mean, that's still more than I'm gonna say. I'm basically just here for money at the moment. I'm saving up for something.
All right, that's fair. This is a good place for money making. They are a gang, technically.
Did you say that out loud?
Makes money.
I mutter under my breath.
Do I hear it though? I mean, not like it matters.
It depends on if he considers muttering.
Is
She's a
it?
barbarian. You know?
Are you just like screaming all the time and muttering is just like a normal voice?
Usually in your voice.
No, I think it's actually a mutter, but I am very usually loud.
It's fine. It doesn't matter to me if they're a gang or not.
I mean, I don't mean it in a bad way either. It's just a fact.
It's something.
All right. So, you take that side of the road. I'll take this one, and you take the middle.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty. And as your group of three begins walking up the road slowly, she was correct. You guys just kind of go and go and go and go and go. She gave you very vague directions as to where the grave should be, but yeah, she was right. It's in Old Town, effectively. And wouldn't you happen to know, the sun is not setting, of course. It's still day. We did this quite early, but it's very foggy today for some odd reason. It sort of dips down this area compared to the newer, I say, more well taken care of. When she said he was buried in an older section, she wasn't kidding. There are statues toppled. In fact, unfortunately, there are some graves that look like they've been completely sundered, whether it be just due to time, local, flora, maybe some fauna, or just, kids, stupid people. You never really know. But moving about, you pass by any normal passerbyers that would be visiting folk from their past, mothers, fathers, children that were taken too soon.
Anyone I recognize?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've been here for...
Anyone who might have sticky fingers?
Maybe one or two.
I take note of their faces.
In the Vegalog they go.
Yes.
But you continue walking. Their pockets don't look any fuller than usual. And as you guys find yourself somewhere out here, the nice cobbled road turns to dirt. And as I mentioned, it slopes down ever so slightly as fog begins to surround you. You no longer hear the chatter of folk behind you. You do hear some crows and other animals moving about. From what you can tell, there's no other people here. In fact, it's weirdly quiet. You're somewhat familiar with this place, Vega, and while this is way off the beaten path, there should be some folk here, but there's no one. Like, no one. And you get that odd feeling, kind of the pit of your gut. And you do think you see one person just up ahead. They're leaning up against what seems to be like a larger grave of someone in a cloaked... So, sorry, the person's not cloaked. The person's just a person. They're wearing not really the best clothing. They might be homeless for all you can tell. But they're leaning, their back facing you against a stone cloak figure. And it's the only person you guys see.
Am I getting sus vibes?
What would Vega define as sus vibes?
I'm getting sus vibes.
Roll for vibe check.
Roll for vibe check.
I mean, in general, there's nobody here. There normally is. There's only one, so a little weird. Yeah, not gonna lie.
All right, well, I wish to look around the grave first to see if there's anything blue and shiny. Are these graves surrounded by like super tall grass? I guess because lawnmowers don't exist in this world.
Well,
usually graveyards are kept, right?
Correct. They should be better upkept. This place has 100% seen better days.
Wait, how do graveyards be upkept when there's no lawnmowers?
Magic.
Massive scythes.
And size, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking goats. Goats would be funny.
Goats are yeah. Hell yeah. There's a line of goats. Let them go.
It works, but at the same time, having goats in a graveyard is a bit,
Like I said, it'd be funny. All right. So, you said this part of the graveyard is not upkept very well?
Not at all. And to your north, ever so slightly to the west, you see only a single individual leaning up against a gravestone. There may be 50 feet from you guys.
Did you happen to say where the gravestone was exactly?
Did she?
Yeah. Or, I'm asking Vega at this point, but...
Yes, you guys would have heard there's actually a wonderful little step here. And she said it's somewhere past, like, the main stairs. So, for reference, it looks like on this map, these stairs are going up. They're going down in our world. She said it's past the major stairs that you'll see for the old quarter.
Yeah, I'll just say it should be somewhere around this way and just lead the way.
Yeah, near a big tree.
All right.
Okay, the mystery guy, is he standing on, like, right where the tombstone would be?
Correct. They are now to your west, to your guys' left. And they're not really saying anything or looking at you guys. They're, like I said, their back is turned to you. They're just leaning up against this gravestone.
Excuse me.
Oh, I was just gonna wave to them.
Their back is to it.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm gonna wave to them and walk by anyways.
I just start checking the bushes, I guess, as we walk that way.
Perfect. As you're looking through the bushes and such and kind of waving and calling out to this person, they obviously do not respond to the wave. You shout out once or twice and they don't respond to that either. As you're getting closer, yes, Vega, your bad vibes meter is indeed going off.
Oh my.
You're far close enough that they would have responded by now. And as you take a few steps, Arbalest, you're looking about, and something kind of, obviously, this place is falling apart, so something shifts, maybe a little louder, a little closer, and it causes the individual just ahead of you guys to, their foot slips off the grave that they were standing on, and they kind of bonk their head, and you hear a nice meaty thud as they pause and then slowly turn to look at your group. And you can see they left a slight blood stain behind. And this individual is no longer with this world. In fact, their bottom jaw is entirely missing, and they're just leaking this like black ichor onto their shirt, looking at you all.
Ugh.
Now,
I slowly put my hand down, no longer waving.
How
I
the
assume that's
hell
not
did
some
you get
new,
here?
I don't know, fashion statement that I missed in the last however long I was ago.
Nope, he's dead.
Nope.
Right? Good to know that those still exist, I guess.
I'm gonna pull my sword out.
Good to know those still exist.
All right, as you pull your sword out, Vega, the individual takes notice of you and begins to move towards you.
If you want to die, you better start opening that jaw right now.
I think he's
And I
already
will
dead.
approach. Hey, he
If
might
you
be
don't
able to
want to
talk.
die again.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, are you approaching with the intent of violence?
Yes.
All right, well,
I am very menacing.
Hello. All right.
go ahead and throw me them bones then, because you can tell this individual also means you violence. Please roll me initiative. Ooh, nice and pink and sparkly. I like it. If you have the blue one, it is your turn. If you have the white one, your turn is next. The initiative roll, we got a 21, 18, 18, 17. Kane, you're up first.
Oh boy, I get to, well, pretty sure I'm within range. Barely.
Oh, something really cool, by the way. If you click your token and click another token, it tells you how far away they are. Sorry, not click. Put your finger. If you put your finger over the token, it tells you how far they are. You don't need to do the measurement anymore.
It doesn't say that for me.
Really?
It only works if we can actually select the target, I think, or hover over the target.
Oh, wait, when you guys hover over, you don't see
Yeah.
any pop-ups?
No,
Nope.
not
Yeah,
for the
no,
enemies.
Ah.
there's none.
We can do
Okay.
it for allies, but not for enemies.
Damn, okay, cool. I will edit that so you guys can see that one specifically. Just continue what you're doing. Darn, that's a really cool feature.
Remind me, Bunny, you said the fog is not natural, right?
You've seen fog here before, but it seems foggier than usual.
I'm assuming there's like broken tree branches and rocks around here.
Oh yeah, there's shit everywhere.
I'm just gonna pick the like sharpest looking stick and throw it at him, basically.
Go for it.
Eh.
Hey, it actually threw a rock! All right, you rolled a 16. That indeed hits, so go ahead and roll me damage. Beautiful. And I also believe they fixed this. Let me double check, because there's a whole bunch of dope shit we got. All right, let's see.
Ben Bong.
Nice. They fixed a few things, so damage is not fully automated, but they added weaknesses and whatnot. That's basically fully automated, and there's a whole bunch of nice stuff. All right, so you have 3 actions on your turn, good sir. You have 1 more.
I can also shield myself, I guess.
Indeed. So when you do that, go ahead and drag the shield effect onto your token. It should give it to you.
And that's all I got.
Alrighty, Arbalest, as this rock goes hurtling from Kane and striking this person, question mark, on the side, it makes a nice meaty hit as it hits him right in the gut, and they kind of double over a bit, and more of that ichor just oozes out of their mouth, and they just exhale.
Well, I don't think I need to go all out yet. So instead I'm going to use an action to hunt prey. Which doesn't do a lot, but it does something, I guess.
Yeah.
It does give me a bonus, but the only thing it gives me is a +2 through my attack, I think.
Yes, the only weird thing is, to my knowledge, I can't physically mark your hunted prey. So you'll have to
No,
just
but it doesn't
remember.
matter. Yeah,
Well,
yeah, okay. That's
yeah,
fine.
I'm more assuming there's like 8 targets. It'd be a little,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can keep track of that unless there's like 1,500 enemies and they all move around.
Right, yeah. So we'll either find something later, or we'll just keep it to only a few enemies.
And I will shoot once.
Excellent. An 18.
Could be fine. It's not adding my gravity weapon because it's not on. Yes, okay.
Excellent. Yep. 1d8 piercing, crossbow ace +2, precision +1d8. Throwing the dice as you fire off at this sumbitch, striking them approximately in the same spot where the rock hit. They don't inhale, they just exhale a little more.
Hmm.
It makes a nice meaty, just at the kind of, and their attention's now
Yeah,
split between the 3 of you.
action left. Now the thing is, I would recall knowledge, but I don't know anything, so I don't know anything about whatever the hell this is, so I'm not going to.
Wow.
Instead, I'm going to start reloading because it's 2 actions.
Indeed, which can be split between rounds, which is weird,
Yeah.
but we'll keep track of it.
I mean, it makes sense. I can basically I reload and then I reset my crossbow and then I reload.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm 1 step into reloading.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
All right, Vega, your allies have opened fire as this creature is probably going to be shambling towards you in a second, but you might not give it a chance.
Hell no. First, as I'm approaching it, I'm going to use my intimidating glare.
Alrighty. Did you mean to only move 1 square forward like that?
As this is as I'm walking forward. Oh, right. Movements are.
You move once,
Yeah,
that's it.
counts.
All right. I don't want to move yet, but I'm not going to undo it. So, intimidating glare.
There you go. Critically succeeds.
Then I will
The
move
skeleton get scared though. The zombie, I guess.
because I have the essence of my goddess, its creator, about me.
And yes, this shambler is not immune to fear. But yeah, a recall knowledge could have helped with that. But regardless, it lands. Critically lands, I might add.
And Great Short Strike.
All right, so we move. We we give the look. And as you give the look, you indeed strike with a 14 and then swing with 7 damage. Thunk. Fortunately, you only need to do 6. Do you go in with all of your gusto, Vega?
Absolutely. I never half-ass anything.
All right, with your greatsword, you just charge in. After your look, the shambler was starting to move towards you, but your gaze gave it pause for a moment. As it did, it kind of sways off to the side, and you just bring your blade right between its neck and its shoulder, and you slice all the way down to its hip, kicking this corpse off of your blade as it flux onto the floor, dead.
I would like to investigate the body to see how it died.
It was almost cut in half by a sword after being hit by a rock and an arrow.
I mean, before that attack. I can tell the new ones from the old ones.
I'm just asking Kane. This isn't normal here, right?
Shrug.
This would be the first zombie I've seen, right?
Definitely here, yeah. They should not be here.
I will say, this is the first zombie here. It should not be here.
I would have probably studied them a little bit, but not actually seen one.
We saw people come in the way, right?
You did, but it died off pretty quick.
Wait, what do you mean?
The group died off pretty quick. There were a decent number of people, and then there were fewer and fewer and fewer, notably.
Well, okay, so how long did it take us to walk the graveyard?
About 30, 40 minutes. To get fully here, I'd say about 40.
The big graveyard? Okay, so is there anyone left?
No, definitely not. They're all behind you guys by a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the proper...
I'm wondering if I should shout to go home.
You almost feel like people got a vibe to not come here.
Okay.
And that's what's weirding you out. There should be people here.
I'm just going to casually keep looking
That's
for
fine.
the necklace.
Yeah, they are smarter than us. All right, so can I tell how this thing died?
Yes, go ahead and roll me a medicine check. 21. Excellent.
I am a warrior. I should know how to study wounds.
Indeed. Upon closer inspection, you see various cuts around the individual's throat and face. As I mentioned before, their jaw is completely missing, but all the blood that was gushing from that wound was covering the wound in their neck, which was most likely the original cut that killed them.
Does it look like bite marks, I assume?
Does not look like bite marks, no. It looks intentional by a blade, a very sharp blade.
This man had his slit throat with a blade. That's not
Slit throat?
concerning at all.
Slit throat.
What?
You said his slit throat.
Shut up.
It's on camera. You can't deny it.
We have a recording.
No. All right. Well, keep your eyes open for others. I guess there aren't any recently vacated graves, right? Did I hear of anyone dying to slit throats?
I mean, there's definitely some bullshit that goes on in and outside of the city.
Yes.
Graves behind us, they all look perfectly fine. Looking ahead, though, the fog is definitely making it difficult to see any further, unfortunately. But you do see some ground that looks like it might have been dug up recently. Difficult to tell from this distance, though. It's more so from where you guys are now, northeast of where you are now.
All right. Well, let's check that out later and search the grass for that blue gem.
Already on it.
As you think that, Vega, you do indeed see the arbalist already looking around. And you guys spend maybe 5,
This
10 or
is some thick fog, though.
it's getting pretty gnarly. It flows in and out, but after about 10 or so minutes of looking, this fog is definitely not helping. You guys don't really see anything. No forgotten jewelry.
I'll just meander towards the area we assume this corpse crawled from.
Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, but before I do that, Kane, you're a wizard, right?
Kind of, yes.
You don't have like an Accio spell or something?
A what spell?
Accio? Harry Potter reference? You know,
Sorry,
Accio
I don't know what
Firebolt!
that is.
That's not how Accio works, waifu.
I'll throw another stick in her general direction.
I batted aside. Rude. All right, onward.
If I wanted to be weird, I could pull my guts out in front of you.
Please don't. I will assume you're dead.
Oh.
I
can
gotta
live
figure
without
out
my
how.
guts.
No, you can't.
You gotta figure out what?
I gotta figure out how Vega feels about the dead. Considering she worships the goddess.
Yes, you do technically have something. I won't like super go over it, but your spirit instinct, your athenema, is disrespecting corpses or spirits is anathema to your instinct. Defending yourself against the undead is not. So if you see,
where's that?
it's under your barbarian instinct. You chose a spirit instinct, which makes sense. Anathema basically means you can't rage if you go against, your character's like thoughts effectively. But that means you desecrating corpses or you desecrating graves is not okay. So you don't have to feel this way. This is what the game says. How Vega feels is totally up to you. But
I think that fits my goddess's personal feelings on the dead. I do feel a little bad about leaving that corpse there.
It's definitely seen better days. Mr. Arbalest, since you have been looking around so thoroughly, go ahead and roll me perception. And I'll lower the DC. Around this area where the Arbalest is leading to, northeast of where you guys came from, you do see some possible areas that have
trouble finding the perception skill.
Oh, it's under attributes.
That makes sense, actually.
Oh, there's your initiative.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Initiative is there as well. Moving around Arbalest, you kind of see from a distance before your friends get too far. You guys are currently still on the Seen Better Days road. Just up ahead, though, you hear somewhat of a rustling or something. And you can see, like, among the grass, some crows are kind of like, looking down. A small rat, maybe? That's moving through the bushes? No, that's definitely not a rat. It is something small, though. In fact, it's two small somethings. And they look like they're also looking for something as they're kind of crawling around just maybe 15, 20 feet from where you guys currently are. And you actually see another figure also kind of moseying about, but it looks as if they were stuck in a bush and they're kind of just like bumping into it over and over. Just kind of bouncing off it.
How small?
How
like adult, children, hand size.
The two things on the ground, now that you can see them, well, difficult to see them, but they look like hands.
Like actual hands?
Probably. Arbalest would see them first.
He would just quip back like, oh, I'm going to need a hand with these two.
What?
Oh, and there's a big one as well. Just point in the direction.
I'll turn. What do I see?
You see what I described before.
Oh, great. There's more.
The zombie's kind of just bouncing up against the bush, not really paying you guys any mind, but it looks like it's trying to walk towards you all. And the two hands look like they're searching for something. They don't seem to notice you all for whatever reason. Arbalest sees them just far enough that they haven't, well, they don't have eyes, but noticed you.
Hey, what you doing over there?
Just, shambling.
As you do.
I will give every zombie a chance because they used to be people.
Used to be people.
I mean, yeah.
Not anymore, though. They're not people now.
Technically, I'm also a zombie, Wait, am I?
Exactly, yeah.
Are you? You're not
I'm
rotting.
alive.
There are a lot of weird things in this world. You never know.
Are you rotting? Is your skin falling off?
No. I'm very much alive.
Turning green?
Green?
I'm gonna turn you green one day.
I'd prefer if you didn't, honestly.
Yeah, that would clash with his hair. You turn his hair green too?
Maybe. I can turn you green too.
I'll blend into the forest better, so sure, why not?
It will fit with your eyes.
Exactly.
Plus one to stealth.
I made this character for Poison Ivy, so it works.
Oh yeah, I forgot you wanted whips at first. Totally forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, I did. Sad face.
It's okay. As you call out, you notice the two hands notice you. They kind of like stop and they like knuckle up and they start looking around, moving on their fingertips. They slowly begin to move towards you, Vega, but the larger figure that you called out to, now that you've gotten closer, you can see that they're impaled. Their torso is impaled on the bush, basically. Something pushed through them as if they fell, like got up and fell onto the bush, and they're not bouncing off it, they're stuck on it, like completely impaled on this bush.
Is this someone I recognize?
No, they are super dead though, just like the other one.
Like, how dead are we talking? Like 50 years ago, this was a man, or this is more of a recent death?
This one's not bleeding at all. This was someone that was dug up, definitely.
Okay.
And the hand seem intelligent?
They seem to have noticed you after you called out and walked forward, yeah?
I will,
Their hands.
I'm going to attack. Initiative or what?
Yes, ma'am. Alrighty, fortunately for you guys, your weapons are already drawn. Our party rolled a 25, 20, and an 11. Arbalest,
Can I say that I reloaded between this time, by the way, or is this
100% yes, 100% yes.
Okay.
You'd be a pretty bad archer if you didn't.
So
Yeah,
you, Arbalest,
I
noticed
figured
that...
I would ask anyway.
Oh, yeah, you're 100% good. Anytime there's downtime between activities, so I think your shield only comes up every 10 minutes or so, Kane, that would have... You're good now. And then reloading, you're reloaded. I wouldn't have you say reload or anything, because that's somewhat tedious. It's like once per encounter, once per minute or something like that. I forgot how the shield works, but you can't spam it, basically.
Where does it say that?
I don't know. Somewhere in the spell.
The spell ends and you can't cast it again for 10 minutes, yeah.
10 minutes, yeah. I wasn't sure if it was 1 or 10. But regardless, it's good. So, Arbalest, you do notice that the two hands are the ones that are wriggling about, moving towards you guys. The undead individual is just stuck on this bush. You're not even sure they notice you.
Yeah. Might want to deal with the hands first.
That's my plan. I'm already going towards the one on the top.
Same. But I'm first, so have fun. I'm gonna hunt prey, and the prey is this weird hand.
Oh, God. Poor thing.
I'm gonna shoot it once.
Not the hand. You're just gonna like pin it to a stick or something.
I mean, that's probably smart, so it doesn't run away.
All right, and 11 will...
Or it'll die.
It'll strike the little shit for... 11 damage!
Youch.
Yeah,
All right.
Tanky.
You pin this little turd to the ground with a slight... Like, you think you hear a squeal, and it is Dunsky.
How does a hand squeal?
You're not really sure. Maybe the zombie squealed.
It squeaked.
The zombie squealed.
It's
no.
the bones, mashing together.
The bones creaked, or any air that was still inside it
It
got squeezed out.
ferociously snaps its thumb at you.
I'm gonna glare at you because you
Disgusting.
just killed my prey.
I'm already reloading, and that's my turn.
All right,
It's
approach the
fine. There's
hand.
another hand for you.
Kill the hand.
Critical hit. Go ahead and click critical damage, Vega.
I think it's dead.
I think it's also dead, yes.
I'm just gonna lift my sword up and stab down.
All right, you just split this thing in twain, and its bones just kind of cracking under being smashed. You probably did more damage to the ground around this thing than the actual hand.
Excellent. All right, how close is the zombie to me?
It's out of the range, and it's around a bush, so it's technically rough terrain to get to it, but you could easily walk around. You'd be out of actions, but you could walk around. I will say, though, it seems not harmless, but it ain't moving.
You can chuck anything at it if you want.
Yeah, I do have a javelin.
You have
You'll
it
just
out
have to
though.
pull it out of its corpse.
No, my javelin would be elsewhere. You know what? I'm going to intimidate and glare it.
Go for it. Another critical success.
I like the skill a lot because I don't need to shout. I just need to look at it.
How many debuffs
It's great.
How many debuffs can we stack on this thing? Is the question.
Yes.
It was seemingly ignoring you before, but now that you've kind of glared at it, it kind of shudders a bit, and it looks like it's trying to pull itself off of the bush and get away.
Vega is just this emote.
Yes.
Or this one.
Eyes. Vibrating eyes.
Yes. Except it needs like angry eyebrows right above those eyes.
I'm sure it exists.
I'm sure it does too. I've definitely seen it.
I'm going to use my telekinetic projectile, but I'm going to launch one of the hands at it.
Go for it. Another critical hit! A 22!
There's no critical hit option for me.
Weirdly enough, yes. Let's say, critical hit, you deal double damage. All right, well, we'll just click it and hit the word Dubbo! Dubbo! It smacks it across the forehead, and its neck just kind of and it does not right itself. Its head remains cracked backwards. as it's still kind of pushing itself off the bush.
Good luck, guys.
That's a lot of debuffs.
Yeah, sure.
Dope. All right. It is able to slowly kind of push itself off the bush for one action. And then for the second one, it's just going to slowly move towards you, Vega. Its head snapped backwards grotesquely. It's more so moving towards your sound than looking at you.
I'm gonna finish my reload. And then I'm going to do the thing where I target it with my hunt spray thing.
Oh no!
Why did I click that? I don't have to click that. That's fine.
You know, it's fun though.
True. And my last action is shooting my bow again.
Another hit. Enough damage to be lethal as you stick this thing through the neck as it's walking towards Vega.
I am lifting my sword to chop its head off myself, and your arrow kills it, and I send another glare at you.
As you're mid-swing, like my bolt intersects his neck and that cuts out the head.
And I glare at you real hard.
I'll be quicker.
The head rolls to the floor, and if you weren't 100% certain, it looks like it's glaring at you guys, but
Nah. All right, so since it's been decapitated, can I tell if it died the same way, or did it die of other causes? The original living creature, I mean.
I won't have you roll, because this one clearly died a while back, and you guys can see just beyond it, to the north of where you are, it looks as if a grave was indeed dug up somewhat recently. The dirt looks fresh.
I would like to approach.
As you begin to approach, Kane and Arbalest, go ahead and roll me perception.
Yes, I like these.
11.
I am good at these, I say, as I roll a 4.
I promise. 14. Alrighty. Obviously, the fog is quite thick, but to the north of where you guys are, closer to northwest, you see another shambling figure just cutting around the edge of this dilapidated building. And as it begins to move around, you see it reach the full western side of said building and begin to move towards it. Right before it leaves your view, though, you see two things. There's something glinting on its neck in the moonlight.
Was it blue, Glenn?
It might be blue. The second thing you see
Maybe.
is it seems to be holding a violin.
A violin?
Or some sort of instrument, yes.
Is it holding it like a dead thing's just clutching on to something when it died, or is it holding it with like assumed skill?
The first one.
Oh, do I know any violinists who were famous in the area and died?
Oh, potentially, but they should not be back here. They would have been in the...
I obviously. They should be back where? Under the ground or in a different city?
Oh, no, in the city, but in the more taken care of, the graveyard with the goats, the nice one. And
okay,
you didn't see anything dug up there, so.
I mean, yeah, that's a little obvious because people go there.
Precisely.
All right, well, that's where I'm heading then.
So Arbalest and Kane see that. Vega, what were you looking for over here? You said you're looking around.
Oh, and the grave. Can I tell if there was a ritual done nearby? Or can I tell if the thing dug itself up out of the ground itself?
Roll me Arcana.
How's my Arcana?
+1. We'll see.
Well, I am Sword Girl.
Indeed. And Sword Girl, rolling a 7, you're not really sure. It doesn't look like it dug its way out, though. It looks like someone dug this thing up. You can see the dirt is off to the side, and around, you can see somewhere where a shovel was stabbed into the ground so the person can take a break.
Okay. Do I recognize the name on the tombstone? Assuming it's still there, or is it rubbed off?
It is still there, but you do not recognize it.
Can I make note of it?
You very much can, yes.
All right, then I guess we're heading back to where the business is.
The business.
As you guys begin to move up, you actually see another grave that is over to... So we got the building here. To the southwest of the building, you see another 2 graves that were dug up in the same fashion as one you just looked at, Vega.
Over here?
Do we not see anyone over there?
No, you actually don't see anybody. It looks like the figure that moved past here seems to be gone. It moved into the building.
Is that so? That's where the footsteps show it going.
That's where Kane and Arbalest saw it walk.
Okie dokes. Yeah. And you said there's birds, right?
Oh yeah, bunch of crows watching you guys. Flying around.
Are they hovering around a specific location or just the house in general?
They're kind of everywhere.
Actually, is this a church?
It was probably a church at one point, yes. You
Was.
actually notice there are none on the church, specifically. They're all in the trees and such.
I kind of go to where they are because they like dead things.
I assume you looked at the graves that were over here.
Yeah.
You see two, as I mentioned, that were opened. One, another name you do not recognize. The other, you do. This individual was named Vise Henner.
Wait, Henner?
Yes,
As in Margaret Henner's hubby?
it is spelled the same way, so that would make the most sense.
Oh dear. And there's no body in this grave?
No body.
Wait, so we should be looking over here for the blue necklace.
It moved to
We should
the
be looking inside, right?
it moved to the west side of the building, correct?
All
You
right.
should be looking for the body that had it.
I mean, the DM said it might not be blue, but it's assumed to be blue. It was just a glint from far away.
Yeah, I mean, it's still worth looking into.
Okay, can I just, be through for the sake of thoroughness, can I check the grass around here for a blue gem?
You most definitely can. You check, but to no avail. You do see footsteps, though, as if something crawled out of here and dragged its way around.
I wish to follow.
Following would lead the same direction that Kane pointed,
Which was where'd you point, Kane?
north of where you guys are now. This
You know-
dilapidated building.
Random question, but would I have had time in like the second that I saw him walk past to like hunt prey him?
Is there a range on Humphrey?
I don't think so. It's just side based, right?
I'd say you could have, yeah.
Then I do get a circumstance bonus to tracking it, I guess.
You definitely do. Does you need to roll
Sure,
track or you roll
I'll
survival?
Try to track it. What makes most sense in this case?
Pretty sure you roll survival, yeah. So if you want to roll that, yeah, you can confirm where it went.
Sure.
I think it says in track to use survival.
Yeah.
Circumstance bonus +2.
Does it let you do that in the roll?
I can turn it on actually. That's how. There we go. Yeah.
Nice. A 12. While you cannot perfectly tell, Arbalist, you do know it walked in this general direction, north, and then most likely into the building.
Oh.
There
I
are
think it went inside.
too many other tracks. But you do kind of see something prior to that. It looks as if there are two figures kind of nestled back near what is possibly a door or hatch. It's very difficult to tell. As you're thinking about it, though, Arbalist, Kenny and Vega, you guys kind of come up alongside him. And just past all the fallen stone and wood of this building, it looks like it could just cave in at any moment. You do indeed see two figures waiting. Different from the others, though. These are not zombies, as you would know.
They're alive?
They are definitely not alive. They were 100% not alive. They have no skin.
Okay.
One of them is
Pretty
wearing...
cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty dope, actually. You notice they are both standing with their arms by their sides, but they are definitely wielding weapons. One is sword, one is spear, one is dressed, possibly they're in some sort of militia, but the other one looks more peasant.
I mean, I'm not gonna just walk in there, but
I mean, I am. I'm the warrior, so let me do it. So I approach the statue over here. Do they react since they're straight across from me?
I almost said they don't move a muscle.
I mean, they could literally not move a muscle. We would literally see that. Yes.
True, they don't have any muscles though, so that's kind of irrelevant.
Wait, I thought you said they were skinless, not muscless.
They're all bone.
The skeleton.
They're all bone.
Oh, okay.
Bone boys.
There you go, bunch of bone boys.
Skelebones.
Yeah,
Do they twitch at all?
not at all.
I wave at them.
All right. You're a little weird, Kane.
What the?
No, he's just kind.
I mean, yeah, okay, yeah. You're being nice to zombies. I appreciate that.
Clearly skeletons.
Can I use recall knowledge out of combat, even though it's an action, or no?
What are you trying to figure out?
I want to see if I recognize this statue.
Oh, I mean, oh yeah. If you recognize the statue itself, are you looking for to see if it was like a god
Just a history
or
check, right?
history? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, do you have any specific lore rolls you can do?
There are, yeah. I don't have one on this character, but my other character does.
I would probably give you at some point, we can mess with it later, custom, as I mentioned before, if I want to give you guys custom lore skills, I can. So you have a warfare lore, but I could give you lore that's, positioned for your god specifically. So maybe you're bad at religion, but you're good at anything regarding your god. We'll mess with it later, of course. But go ahead. I'll let you either roll religion or history. Your choice.
Now I gotta decide.
They're both not great, so.
You mean with my stats?
I think your religion is +0 and your history is.
I'm sorry, I'm a religious nut. Well, okay, I'm religious nut for one religion, so I guess that makes sense.
I mean, you can be religious without knowing anything about religion. There's plenty of those people around.
So this is very true. I don't think there's a history check, actually. What would history check be?
Yeah, I don't see history check.
History would probably be... religion makes most sense, then. I think history's too vague. Okay, roll a 19, sure.
I think that's rolled into society as well.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, they kind of split up a little bit. That definitely makes sense. Let's say you would have noticed that this was... Give me 1 second. All right, it looks as if this knocked over statue was at some point the god Fest, which is the god of the harvest.
And does it look like it belonged to this church, like the church worshipped him?
A lot of people, I mean, harvest is pretty, you know what I mean? That's kind of something that goes along with life, of course. This being near like a farming town, that was very common for this god to be worshipped in this area.
Okay.
I wouldn't say this church was dedicated to it, though, but this is common.
I also have a question. Since I've lived in this area for at least 6 months, would I know anything about why this would happen to this church?
Not many people talk about it.
So there's something bad that happened to it. It can be inferred.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't come up in normal conversation. I mean, this back end part of the graveyard doesn't come up either, so.
Nobody goes to the old graveyard.
Except for Mrs. Margaret Henner. But she's crazy enough to not care. Wait, you said she's only 60 though, right?
I didn't give an age.
That's old in the setting.
Oh, all right.
She's oldish. She's up. I'd probably say she's older than 60, yeah.
All right. I will now approach.
God,
it's 160.
Now that my parents are getting older, I have to actually look at ages and be like, I don't think that's actually old anymore. All right, you would get to approximately here, Vega. The second you get near the threshold of these stone walls, both of them raise their weapons but don't move.
Works for me.
Do you continue going forward?
Yes, sir. No. Please stop.
No way.
Solve this then.
Do you say anything before you walk forward, Vega? Or you just kind of do it?
Hi, boys. I'm going to send you to your maker.
Oh.
All right, I say that's enough of a clue for both Kane and Arbalest to get into position. I'll let you take one more step, Vega.
I'm going to say it with a real big smile. Okay, one more step and...
You know that taking one more step will probably piss them off.
Done.
So she...
I could have done something.
I don't even hesitate. I don't think the DM is going to allow pre-attacks.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. Well, I guess kind of.
Oh, I mean, they've seen
not
us
really an
already
attack.
anyway, so...
It's fine.
Hell yeah, I rolled a 1!
I want to use my pulse spell. I like gravity spells.
Ooh.
Well, you're at the top of the order, my friend. You rolled a 20. We got 20, 15, 14, 6, 3. Mr. Kane, Vega moves forward, but you were preparing something. What was that something?
Wait, how far away are they?
From you, 30 feet and 25 feet.
Yeah, I'll just try to pull both of them. I think I can use... Yeah, I'll just use all 3 of my actions to use this.
Okay. Gravitational pull, a level 1 spell. All right.
Just try to pull them closer to Vega.
The level 3 bit is you can move
thank you.
You can move to 5 creatures.
Yeah, there's only 2, so that works.
Boy.
Up to 5, damn.
I also get pulled.
All right.
I become a black hole.
Alrighty, we got 2 failures. So it pulls
Just bringing
them.
some friends over.
It pulls them 10 feet.
20 feet. No, 20 because he used the second
20
one as well.
feet because I used all 3.
That's actually a good point. Does the 3 also encapsulate the 2? It should, yeah.
It takes everything below.
Yeah, it's like Kickstarters.
Okay, so it says 20, not up to 20, so they gotta go 20. Oh God, hello.
It's like Kickstarters.
Well, you've been doing a lot of Kickstarters lately. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna move it the most rational distance because it'd be on top of Vega otherwise.
It's this tier and everything above the tiers.
Slams into Vega.
Yeah, all right. All right. So
there you go, Vega.
what's this look like, Kane? Because you know them both.
Just like, I mean, what they see is they just get like pulled, like a hand is just grabbing onto them. But I have like ReZero style. I have like black hands that I can see that go out and like grab them and pull them over.
Beautiful. They're just dragged towards you guys, completely against their will, feet scraping against the stone on the way here. You think one of them might have lost a foot the way over.
Good luck, Vega.
I'm going to laugh maniacally and say, I think I'm going to like you.
Dibs on the top one.
Well, it's your turn, so whatever you want to shoot, it doesn't matter.
So I'm going to, mark the top one with Hunt Prey, but I'm not going to click it this time.
Okay.
It only matters if Arbalest doesn't want me to glare at him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I get anything from that, honestly.
It's an emotional glare.
It puts the fear of God in you.
Exactly.
A fear of the goddess.
And now for
close
my
enough.
second action, I'm going to use my gravity weapon. So you kind of see me like grunting as I slip to the ground, knee first, and you hear like a meaty thunk, which is far heavier than it should be, as I basically make my crossbow very heavy. And that's it. And then I'm gonna shoot.
They would be intimidated if they could be.
They can be.
They're looking dumbly at Vega right now. Oh, a critical hit! Hell yeah! Roll damage, buddy.
One thing I need to check for this though, because they are skeletons.
They are indeed skeletons.
If my precision damage actually affects them, because it has something about people that lack vital organs or
weak spots, I believe.
Spots, yeah.
They have weak
I'm not sure if
spots,
skeletons have
so
weak spots.
they have no vital organs, but I'm glad they included weak spots. I will say yes to the weak spots.
Yeah. Okay, then double is right.
Dubbo. Alrighty. Well,
All right, goodbye.
he kind of exploded. So definitely had a weak spot, yeah. You notice that while you absolutely nuked this dude, he would have been, if he lived, a little resistant. Just a little resistant to your piercing. But you hit him hard enough that he like flies back a good like 5 feet and just like skids along the ground.
That was
I worked
easier than
hard
I
pulling him
expected,
over
honestly. Shrug, and I'll just start. Well, I can't load yet. Enter.
Oh man, I think I'm going to like both of you guys. I'm going to strike.
We don't unlock our critical effects yet until level 5, right?
I believe critical effects are just bound to the weapon, and I think it worked there because your 1d10 switched up to a 1d12 for the damage.
I more so mean like the nailing enemies to the ground thing.
That
Like,
I believe is just
my.
flatline, I think.
Are you sure? Because when I look at my thingy, my leveling thing, my 5th level one is I get my weapon critical specialization thing or something.
Okay, we'll double check it.
Not that it matters for this case anyway.
Oh, he's dead as shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I like how this one says
exploded.
he'd be next, but he's no longer with this world anymore, so no, he's not going. Alrighty, and with a quick swing of your weapon, Vega, you whirl it around and strike this fool, toppling the skeleton into a pile of sadness.
That didn't feel as good as cutting into flesh.
I will say for you two as well, you also noticed that they didn't give as much as the other undead did. They were somewhat resistant to your slashing. Not resistant enough to, live, but worth noting.
Onward we go.
Too easy. Might want to be careful.
Yeah, probably. They're also just guard dogs, so there's definitely something else in here.
I'm gonna take a moment to reload my weapon and then move in.
For reference, can you remove gravity weapon? If you right-click it, does it go off?
Should yeah.
Excellent, okay. Does only last a minute.
It lasts for a minute, yeah.
I'm glad it gives you guys the ability to put buffs on and takes buffs off. Excellent. Alrighty.
After the fight ends, I'm just like wiping sweat off my forehead. I've never done that spell before. I didn't think it would work.
That spell was great. I loved it.
It didn't actually add the damage for my gravity weapon.
Oh, interesting. Wonder why not.
Well, it's very dead anyways.
This is true.
I mean, it would have been 4 extra damage, I guess.
Alrighty, so as you guys begin to look around, you see that they were indeed standing in front of what seems to be a hatch. This hatch isn't locked by a traditional lock, but as you look at it and touch it, you can see something's preventing it from opening easily. And looking around here, this place is in horrible disrepair. Moving anything or touching anything the wrong way wouldn't cause the whole thing to collapse, but it's definitely settled, which is good.
If I glance around, do I see any reason to go anywhere other than the hatch?
From what you can see, no. There are many pews and things and rooms and whatnot that have been long, if there was anything here worth looting, That happened long ago. It's all just stone, dust, rain, the weather. Nature is begun to take back this building.
Okay, and it looks like the footprints would have gone towards the hatch, right?
100%, yeah.
All right. You said the hatch is locked?
It's not locked, but it doesn't open as easily as you think it should.
I would like to punch it.
As in you're attacking it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you do have an unarmed attack, so go ahead and just punch it, I guess.
Punching time.
Punching way. Guess what? Structures have HP.
Do I need to keep punching?
So you strike it relatively pretty firm, Vega, as your first reaction. As you do, though, something rumbles and shifts and kind of shakes a little more than you'd probably like.
Ooh, from which direction?
From above you. Go ahead and roll me.
I want to look up what. It's too late now.
As you look up, you think to yourself, wow, Vega should definitely roll a reflex save.
I say that out loud.
Reflex
Turn around,
save.
what's that?
Ooh, a 22. Excellent. All right. Vega, you're able to roll back in time, and a little bit of wood scrapes up against your leg. Just a wee bit, as something comes shifting down from the ceiling and crashing next to the hatch.
Oh, damn, goddess, I'm not ready to see you just yet.
Looking down at the hatch, though, it's seen better days. You might be able to open it or punch it again.
I'll try opening it again.
Right, as you give it a fair wiggle, you realize that it won't really take too much, and it creaks a bit, but it's not closing again. You broke it, 100%.
Excellent.
And looking down, you just see pitch black darkness, and maybe what seems to be a candle. Maybe. There is almost no light down there.
Do we have torches on us?
Let me check my inventory.
I'm also checking my inventory.
I have a torch. I have 5 torches even.
Same. There's a ladder down, or stairs, right?
Yes, the ladder looks to be in one piece.
How dark actually is it down there? Pitch black or?
From what she can see, I wouldn't call it pitch black, but it is incredibly dark. The only reason she thinks there might be more light is because she does see a candle. But past the candle, hard to tell.
So I'm gonna attempt to peek in. Me being a dusk walker, apparently I have a low light sensitivity thingy, whatever it's called.
Excellent. Looking down, you can see that the only light that would be down there is indeed from external sources.
Well, there seems to be some holes in the ceiling, I guess. Better if you take a torch.
Do I have to carry it? I will go down first and take care of anything if someone else.
This thing.
Kane.
I mean, I can probably carry it.
Thank you. I'll whip one out and give it to you.
All right. My torch now.
I'll take points since I can see better in the dark.
What? No, I'm the barbarian. I'm going first.
We can switch. Besides, I have more armor.
Ugh, fine.
Actually, I don't, but it's fine.
You don't, but you say you do, and we believe you.
Yes.
Your group begins to descend down the ladder. You think for a moment it might not be safe. A little rickety. But that might just be the armor. Might be a general weight. I could be wrong. Let's see. Do you have torches on you? You do.
I subtracted one already.
So don't subtract it. Hold on. Let me see something.
Use it instead.
Yeah.
And you might get, like, I don't know, a light source or something.
So, Kane, you're holding it, correct?
Yep.
Go ahead and try equipping it or doing something with it. I do know that should be programmed into the game.
Is there an equip option?
Next to it, there's a little like box looking button. If you click that, it says "Hell in one hand." Warn. Yeah.
I'm holding it.
Is that giving you light though? Is the question. It might not be. How far does it say the torch gives you light?
20 feet radius, and then another 20 in dim light. So for me, it's 40.
20 bright light, 20 dim light.
Okay, there should be light emanating from you now, Kane. When you move around, it should be on your character.
Yes.
Excellent. I'm sure that there's a better option somewhere, but that'll have to do for now. So you guys do see there's a set of candles that are already burning. All around you are various coffins, some opened, some closed. It doesn't look like they were opened with any sense of grace, most likely smashed open. And ahead of you, to your guys' west, you see a door. And then to your east, you see what seems to be another statue.
Let's go.
I shall lead the way, I guess. To the door.
The door seems to be unlocked.
It is open.
This room is incredibly dark, except for a small set of candles to your guys' south that is lighting the way. You can see that the coffin that it's next to is kind of cracked open. The other coffins seem to be closed.
I would like to peek in.
You want to peek in?
I do, yes.
You do be checking, though. Well, greetings. You picked the one good coffin. Congratulations, Vega.
Was this the one that was cracked open or the one that was closed?
This one was cracked open.
Okay.
And the second you crack it open, whatever's in it lunges up at you.
I didn't know the dead could move that fast.
You woke it up. Good job.
The crit -2.
Oops. All right.
Okay.
Damn!
Oh my god.
A lot of crits.
Woo!
Now watch me get it. Fail.
Watch me
Crit on
whip.
Perception.
Oh my god.
I didn't fail.
3
be
crits in a row.
Nice.
What does that mean for tonight?
On initiative.
On initiative too. All right, Kane, you see this thing jump up before Vega is able to react. What do you do?
I'm peeking forward, and behind me, everyone is just fighting. Like, what? What are you doing?
He's opening boxes.
I'm assuming that there's loose objects in here that I can use as well to
Yep.
throw.
Oh yeah, I mean there's
Worst
the.
unboxing video ever.
Hey, at least it's not mukbang.
Time to launch something at it because I can. I missed.
All right,
Hit
you
Vega
just,
in the back of the head.
you just barely miss as it goes flying by Vega and smashes into the walls as thing's trying to get up. Actually, it technically would have a lesser cover. It's in the coffin right now.
I'll just shrug and be like,
I mean, in that
good
case,
luck.
it should also be prone, right?
Technically, yeah.
Who's prone?
It
Oh yeah, because it's sitting up.
it's like yeah, it's like laying down. It's basically lunging for you.
Just to like,
It's just doing push-ups, guys.
just to be dumb because of the cantrip, and I also have an extra action. I'm just gonna use this. Just rip out my guts in the middle of everyone.
It's like peacocking, but a little weirder.
I hear this weird sound behind me.
It's real squishy and wet. Arbalest is standing next to me. I just shove my hands into my stomach, rip out my guts.
I don't remember any of this.
I would turn
Don't worry
around,
about
but
it.
I have more important matters. I'm gonna glare.
Can I use my guts as like a lasso?
Theoretically, yes.
All right, my glare failed. It doesn't do anything if I fail, does it?
Nope.
I need to practice using my guts as a lasso.
And swing.
All right, I hit on a 19.
Wait, how did it 16 damage?
Is he still alive?
And as before, it is indeed still alive. It does seem weak to your blows.
Swing again.
This one does indeed miss as you rolled an 8.
Twifted.
Alrighty, it kind. Oh my god! I should click on something. It moans loudly, just looking up towards you. It's gonna go ahead and just like reach out to grab you and pull you in. How's that sound? That sound fun?
Yeah, that sounds great fun.
All right, excellent. Well, fortunately for you, Vega, you're able to move out of the way as it just snaps at nothing. It'll try again, but +5 miss. So yeah, +0 is probably gonna also miss. Not just miss; it's gonna critically miss. Woo,
Does that
boy! It does not yet, but at some point, critically missing can sometimes give you guys reactions where you can just instantly punch it back in the face. So you see this thing flailing at Vega and missing horribly as it's trying to get up and out of this. The whole coffin is like rattling now, Arbalest, as you're taking aim.
I am too focused on the guts that are currently spitting out of King that I'm not going to hunt target. I'm just going to shoot.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing happening here.
Wait, if you...
Let me turn off all my hunt target things. That's still a critical hit now.
That's a crit, my friend. 23. Hell
For 1
yeah!
damage. Nice.
Double
2
one!
damage.
Nice. Well, you get to finish reloading.
True, I reload entirely.
Entirely, yeah.
I'm just still looking at the guts like, what?
This
Can
thing's in
I-
a...
Can I try to like lasso me
Are you
with
grabbing?
my guts?
Are you grabbing it or are you hitting it?
It'd be more like a grab.
Sure. If
Range grapple check with
yeah,
his rope.
if you move on in, you can go ahead and do a grapple check, which I do believe I gave it to you through the macro. It should be the little hand. It's grapple athletics. I'll give you a circumstance bonus of +1 because why not?
Grapple athletics. Oh.
It's the little hand, so make sure you target him. Click that, and then if it asks for a circumstance bonus, add +1. Otherwise, I'll just mentally add it.
I'm assuming just execute macro. Yeah.
Nice! You have indeed succeeded. Your opponent is grappled. Ah!
Vega just sees guts fly over and onto the zombie.
All right, you lasso this boy. He ain't going nowhere.
I am very
Right,
alarmed.
you got this right, Vega?
Oh, where do those guts come from?
Don't worry about it.
He pulled them out of himself.
I look back at you and what the hell?
I'm okay.
That is not okay.
The zombie is trying to.
This is normal.
It's trying to bite at the guts and just kind of snapping at the air.
Smack.
That's a big smack. Critical hit. Roll damage. Oh my god! Alrighty. That would have been like 30 something with the weakness, but no, not today. Alrighty, you absolutely crush this thing, coffin and all, and you daintily miss. I almost called you Kanye, I'm sorry. You daintily miss Kane's guts as you kind of just like flatten them around this boy, and he is just put to shame.
All right, I want to step back and listen. Do I hear anything?
Yes, actually. Kane, as you gather your guts, there is
I'm not
another.
letting go of
Oh no,
10 minutes.
You got him for 10 minutes, yeah. You hear very, very faint humming, maybe? There's a door up ahead, so it's difficult to tell.
All right, I'm going to open up the next coffin.
The one to your north?
Yep.
Are you going to look at it first or just open it?
I'm going to open it.
All right, you open it and it is empty.
Look, if there are zombies in these things, I want them dead before we go into a dark underground passage. I don't want to be ganged up.
I'm going to do
behind
the
them.
same to this one.
All right, Arbalest, as you open up this one, it doesn't
check for traps or anything, or
it doesn't jump at you, but you see a hand kind of crawling around just in circles.
Oh, the light is following Kane, by the way.
Yes, it should be. I have it programmed on
it
him.
should be.
Because it's my torch.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I'm just gonna shut the coffin again.
Okay, it doesn't really react. It's just running in circles. The second you close the coffin, though, it stops running. You can hear the scampering stops.
All right, this
Okay.
one?
The one to the south is also empty. You literally opened the only one that has zombie in it. Good job.
It's meant to be.
In this one, by the way, but I don't think it can get out.
I just have my guts ready.
Can I get my sword ready to stab?
What, you want to stab the hand?
I want to stab the hand.
The hand didn't do anything to you, though.
The hand could jump out. I want to stab the hand. Hands are what choke people with, okay?
Okay, just roll hit it.
That's its special action. Choke.
Roll damage. All right. Does someone assist her in opening so she can smash it?
Yeah.
I can.
I'll like open it so she can smash it, I guess.
All right, we're playing what is it? Whack-a-mole, I guess.
Yes.
Really depressing whack-a-mole. As you open the lid, it turns to you like shocked, like, huh! And if it had eyes, they'd be wide. As you just smash it, and once again, the coffin just smacks up against the back of the wall, and this thing is done. It's gone.
How come it's not dead?
It is.
There's no symbol on it.
It's dead, though. If you put your finger over it, it says
It says it's dead. Yeah.
Okay.
There's the symbol.
I'm
It
adding it
has
to the
the
tally
symbol.
sheet. There's the
But
symbol.
it was already dead. That's why
It's
it didn't have the symbol.
it's dead.
Deader.
dead.
Dead square. It's
All right.
fine.
I want to press my ear to the door.
All right, as you press your ear to the door, the humming grows slightly louder, but it's still very muffled.
All right. I wish to play it cool this time and creak the door open.
All right, you creak the door open. It doesn't really make much of a sound. Not that it's lubricated well, but it wasn't jammed or stuck in any way, or locked.
If I peek inside for opening out of the way, what do we see?
You see an instant turn that goes to your left, south of where we are now.
All right, I'll swing it open and go.
All right, you begin to move, and the humming grows louder. You actually realize the humming wasn't humming at all. It sounds like music.
I mean, this is a church. I guess it's appropriate. Guys, you coming?
Yeah, sure. Why are you in lead? I'm in lead. Go on.
I'm the warrior.
I'm the
Can
light.
you see in the dark?
Yeah, we should be moving as one.
So the three of you moving
Listen.
together.
I gotta keep range so I can throw my guts at things.
Wait, there's a coffin. I open it.
This coffin seems to be locked.
Can
I see things.
I want to knock on it.
You knock on it, and a moment later, you hear a knock back.
All right. Well, zombies aren't intelligent enough to knock, are they?
You're not sure.
I mean, they probably can.
You definitely hear something to your right, though, shuffling about.
All right. Mental note. Might be something intelligent down here. Can I double check how sturdy this lock is?
How far out the dim
could
light
br-
goes 40 feet out, right?
You could break it off. I think dim light from, I'm not 100% sure, but I
The
think
torch,
around that, yeah.
I mean, I should be able to see 40 feet then, I guess.
All right, so hang on. If I could break it off as easily as you just made it sound, does that mean the thing inside could break out just as easily?
No, definitely not.
Okay, that's all I care about. We'll worry about this one later.
All
I
right,
think there's something there, by the
Kane,
way.
the light, Kane.
You'll be fine, right?
as you move forward, you see two more, very similar to the outside, just standing completely straight, except the one to the right is swaying more.
I mean, he still has flesh and muscles and stuff.
Indeed.
Hi.
They don't react to you at all.
I don't care.
I mean, do either of them have like a blue
Swing.
shiny thing on them, on the neck, and a violin?
Neither of them do. No, the muffledness, if you will, grows much louder for you specifically, Vega, as you move closer to this door.
The muffledness. Oh, isn't
Yeah.
it they're standing guard?
There's a larger door behind them. You can see.
Oh, so we've decided to just roll for an initiative.
Vega,
Yes.
I walk forward and swing, so yes.
Sure.
Oh, all right, cool.
26 is enough.
I think so.
What?
She swings and I just shoot.
Why is this? I'm last.
You're last because Arbalest and Kane were expecting you to go and swing, so they're already aiming apparently.
I have my rope ready.
At this point, I'm just doing it to mess with her. So I'm gonna hunt this skeleton.
You target the one she's in front of?
Yeah. And I shoot it, I guess.
I'm gonna have to I don't know, work
Oh, I
out or
missed that,
something so I have higher strength so that I can use my rope to lasso things.
Oh my god. Rope build, go! Alright, you just barely miss. As Vega moves in, they both come to life, and the second they do, your arrow careens off and bounces off the wall.
It looks around to Vega, and because of that, I hit the socket or something.
Yeah, basically.
And I start reloading.
Reacting instantly, it looks towards you, Miss Thing.
That's kind of mean.
I know, right? Drawing its blade and attempting to strike. Missing horribly, as one does.
He's too slow. I saw it coming.
He's far too slow. As he slashes out with his blade, you're able to dive to the side as you're drawing yours. It whips the blade around and its left arm lashes out at you. Its bones filed down to claws as it tries to rake out at you. Also missing.
Missed by 8.
Missed by quite a bit. Did not do very well.
That was almost a crit miss.
Indeed it was. It will look up to you before you get ready to strike it, and it will attempt to demoralize you. Also failing. Well, apparently this is not a very scary looking skeleton.
Apparently not.
Kane, what you got, buddy?
It goes eh.
Yeah, basically.
I got inside ropes.
Meh. Did not do well.
And try to grapple it.
I mean, aren't
Here,
they
have my
outside,
inside
technically?
rope last. They're outside ropes.
Aren't you getting your stomach just dirty with zombie grime?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is fine.
The germaphobe in me.
There's something ironic about binding a zombie in guts.
Right, there is, yes.
This is fine. I'm assuming that's 2 to grapple with these.
So you need to be one step closer, so you need to be within melee range to grab him.
Oh.
But so I guess that'd be realistically you could have done that prior because you saw her running in. So we can say you started here. It's all good. So it'd be one action just to grapple because all you're doing is grappling, and you succeeded, so you got him. So he has indeed been lassoed.
Wait, so I have 2 actions left?
You got
Is
2
it just
actions
one
left.
to do that?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
You see the little next to the grapple, it's got that little square. So this was the attack trait. So if you use a spell with the attack trait, it's going to be the first multiple attack penalty bonus. But if you use something with a save, it won't affect you. That's one cool thing about casters.
You might have to drop your torch if you want to do more, though.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, this is fine. Or
you can hit him with the torch, I guess.
I'll just keep lassoing the poor skeleton with my guts.
Alrighty, seeing this general kerfuffle, not entirely sure what's going on, the Zambus will slowly move on over. And seeing as you shot at his friend, let's go ahead and try to be a little more equal. He'll shamble towards you, Arbalest, and
are we now?
lunge for you. I like how it says fist. I don't imagine a zombie actually punching anybody. As I said, I don't imagine a zombie actually punching everyone. As they roll an 11, and it just kind of shambles forward and like onto the ground, and then slowly begins to.
+9 though. That's very good.
Slowly pulls itself up, looking between the two of you. Vega, what do you do?
Well, since everyone's targeting the zombie in front of me,
Skeleton.
I'm
Close
helping
enough.
like debuff it. Okay, I'm helping.
oh, you know what? That's
It's
a good
just
point.
covered in my guts.
All right.
I was just reacting to the greater danger, honestly.
Attack.
No.
I missed. I missed.
Vega is she's torn. She's not sure who to hit, so she hits no one.
All right. Since that failed,
She's looking angrily at me.
hit the
And I
other
think
one.
the inside ropes aren't helping.
Apparently not. They're making me a little squeamish.
You'll get
She's
used to it.
desperately trying not to hit the ropes because she thinks they're your actual guts.
-1 to
I
you.
think though you'll die if I hit them.
I'll be fine. They don't go back in.
Oh my god. Okay. And
Did
then
you attack the zombie?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
I missed the skeleton. The ropes freaked me out, so I swapped the zombie. Now I
Makes
will
sense.
demoralize the zombie. Oh, I'm still squeamish about the guts.
It's okay.
Well, since this guy is straight in front of me anyway, I might as well shoot, I guess. After I finish my reload, which is one action.
Indeed. Ooh, it hit.
Dang it.
Nice.
Oh, I accidentally had the other one selected as well. Ignore that.
You're shooting the zombie, correct?
That's a lot of damage. Damn.
Oh my god. An 11 and a 5 +2.
Yep, makes sense.
Indeed it is, as you stick it right between the eyes and just
As he was like slapping at me and missing me horribly, I just pull my massive crossbow and put it to its head, blast it off.
and it just falls back and slaps to the floor.
And I'll use my last thing to move, I guess. I can reload next round.
All right, he doesn't like the bullshit on him. So rather than trying to attack you, he's going to turn to Kane, brandishing
Not
its
my
weapon
rope.
again, attempting to strike.
Ow.
Weirdly enough, just barely hitting.
I think he can break my inside ropes if he wanted to.
If I attack them, yes. Instead, he lashes out with the sword, and you know what? Breaking inside ropes. That's just breaking a grapple, which is if you attempt to manipulate action while you. Oh no. It does.
I mean, if you just treat it like a lasso, I think it would just have health.
That's
so you
true.
can, like,
That's true.
You can like stab it.
He'll start clawing at the fleshy bits. How much AC would it have though? Doesn't even say.
I mean, it's not moving or anything.
No, I'd say low. So yeah, 13's fair.
Let me look up a lasso. 2 HP, AC 10.
Cool.
Yeah, it's out.
All right. He
Sounds about right.
rips through your guts.
I act like I'm dying just to scare Vega. Oh god!
Look at my
I'm gonna insight check him
Horror.
to see if he's actually dying. Or a medicine check? I don't know.
Medicine.
I want to know if he's acting or actually dying.
Oh, well, it's technically your turn, Kane. So as you're pretending you're dying, what do you do?
I'll. Can I use no? Because he broke my guts, so now they're just gone.
Yes, they're gone.
No. Okay. As I'm like falling over, pretending to be in pain, I'll shoot this at him.
Excellent.
It's like a rock or something.
Oh, his last spell.
My last spell.
Well, that strikes the piss out of him. Right across the head, and his head just spins on his shoulders. You can hear bone clacking against bone, and he pauses to kind of stop it and right himself.
Wait, do skeletons in Pathfinder have like double damage from bludgeoning damage?
They definitely have weaknesses and such, and resistances.
I missed the first one. I hit the second one.
You hit the second one, and although you may be using slashing against this boy, that is indeed enough to fell it as it just falls to pieces and clatters against the back wall and the door. You also hear something metal besides its sword clamp to the floor.
I will
I'm
investigate.
just like playing dead.
Actually, no, sorry. I will. Kane, are you all right? I told you not to pull those out.
Is this a performance check or a deception check?
Can I do a medicine check or something to find out if he's actually dying?
Of course, you can either performance if you got it, or what was that when you said deception?
Deception.
Yeah, you can do deception.
I have deception.
Yeah, do that one.
Right.
16.
Is there? Oh, there is no insight here.
I would just say medicine. or perception, realistically, but that makes sense. All right, are you attempting to see Vega? Or are you just going along with him?
I will attempt to see.
Okay, roll the same thing. Medicine. All right, it takes you a second, Vega, but you kind of realize, like, wait, weren't those magical guts? I think he's fine. I don't see any blood.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, there's blood from me getting stabbed, but
I see blood on the skeleton, which is weird.
As soon as I start to doubt, I'm gonna punch him in the guts.
not my real guts. Why?
Your real guts, you faker! Get up!
I'll stand up.
To be fair, he did get hit.
Don't
Probably
do
be,
that.
Careful.
I did get stabbed, you know.
This is a life or death situation. Suck it up.
You gotta have a little bit of fun sometimes, anyways.
Anyway, I'll open the door.
Wait, I want to see
Oh,
what
it's locked.
dropped. What dropped?
It's probably the key for the door.
What's our loot?
As I like to try opening the door and it jiggles.
Indeed.
Jiggles.
The lock
Wiggles.
clatters as you try to jiggle wiggle it, and as you look down at the skeleton, you notice he dropped a ring of keys. As a reminder, I think it only takes about 10 minutes, but you guys can attempt to perform a medicine check on Kane if you wish. So that is some time.
Do you think
So
the
what,
skeleton
heal?
key will fit?
Let's find out. Just stay behind us, Kane.
Okay.
We will heal you later.
I'm sure I'll be fine as long as my real inside ropes don't get cut.
Oh God.
All right, as you attempt to flip through a couple of the keys, the first two don't fit, but the third one clicks very satisfyingly in the lock. You guys have been close to this door for a couple seconds now, and this is where the music is definitely loudest.
Does it sound natural? That's a dumb question. Of course it is.
At least the sound inside is muffling us killing everything around here, I guess.
Yes.
Or re-killing?
He'll confirm. As you swing the door open, you are blasted by both music and humming. It is incredibly dark in the small hallway, but just past it you see a figure with something ungodly just past it, and a pile of candles beyond it.
Wow, what the shit is that?
I would say unmistakably, as you guys look past this whole general situation, you guys can see one of the undead that is sort of teetering and tottering on top of a large broken vase, and it's technically playing the violin. It's not great, but it's also not horrible.
You mean this one?
The one to the very south of where you guys are, yes.
I don't like it here.
So does this thing look familiar?
Thing? No, it doesn't really look like anything, and the closer you get, the more you are assaulted by just a musty, putrid scent. You weren't sure if it was
like a dead scent?
So it goes without saying that you've been smelling the dead scent for some time now, but this is beyond that. This is something else. It is absurdly potent, and you're catching whiffs of it occasionally. And as you see this figure that's robed in front of it, back facing you, he's kind of stabbing it occasionally and poking and prodding and humming louder and louder to himself, sort of in key, and you can hear him shout over to this undead that's attempting, says, "You're off key, keep trying."
Before we go any further, I'm just gonna ask, so are we killing this guy, or what's the deal here?
I think we need to find out why he's here.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna stick back a bit, far enough that he can't see me, and once you start fighting, I'll start shooting.
Sounds good to me.
Right?
I
See
think
my
he
120
sounds
feet
just
of range.
fine.
You shout that
Yes.
with a start.
Does he sound fine, actually?
It's okay. You've heard worse.
Well, no, I don't remember hearing worse.
Oh, yeah. Well, you said you've been up and at it for like a year-ish?
Half a year.
Half a year. I would say if you've been to a bar or so, you've probably heard worse there.
Probably.
I will tack on for a dead man.
The figure just beyond you, Vega, slowly turns. And unfortunately, the light now being behind him, you really can't see any distinguishing features. His nose is only sticking out ever so slightly as he turns to look at you, and the other thing you see is a wide smile of broken teeth. And he just kind of laughs. Stepping to where you are now, though, you probably would have stopped around here, where the smell would have gotten absolutely putrid. Now that you're closer, you can see just over his shoulder, this looks like an amalgamation of everything. You see like an snout, like a wolf or a dog, kind of sticking out of it and snapping to the point where the teeth are like shattering. You see human arms and body parts that are just melded and smashed together, and just pustules that are popping and regrowing and popping over and over. And he turns to you and says, hello.
Does he look dead?
The individual?
Yeah.
His skin's very pale, but you can't tell if he's dead.
Hello. What are you doing down here?
Simple experiment. Are you here to assist?
You mean you have a boss?
We all serve someone, yes.
It ain't the goddess. She wouldn't approve of this.
Goddess. What goddess?
The two, obviously.
He cocks his head to the side to say, what the hell are you talking about? And just kind of shrugs it off, and he takes a step back or so, then motions to this absolute, just ungodly, what the shit?
That is a bat. That is a bat in there.
Indeed, there are
And a frog.
That's just not bed, frog, snake.
It is difficult for you to
Yes.
see, Arbalest, but it is just chunks and piles of just flesh on flesh on flesh.
Okay, is it actually animal flesh, though, or that's just the picture?
Is it hard for me to see that?
From that distance-ish, I more so mean like the distance, like the detail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you can see detail-wise, it's a little fuzzy. Vega probably wished the detail was a little fuzzy as well.
Yes.
As you get closer and closer, it slowly kind of like sloughs forward, and you can hear its body slap wetly against the surface. It is, as I mentioned, a mixture between animal parts and what you assume to be human parts.
In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
He's not going to respond to that, besides laughing a little.
Just dead.
It's appropriate. It's appropriate.
But he will laugh a little. Again, as he can see all three of you now and says, perfect.
Can you see me? Damn it. I was hoping to, like, I don't know, hide, I guess.
If you're attempting to hide, you can roll stealth.
Sure.
I thought you were just hanging back there.
No, I mean, I was just gonna hang back there and be in, like, the darkness so he potentially could not see me.
Oh, sure, yeah, roll stealth.
No, never mind, I guess. A terrible roll.
Yes, he sees you. The 29.
Bad.
And he's kind of just chuckling
well.
to himself. Do you, like, point your blade at this thing as you say that?
Yes.
Excellent. And he slowly takes a step back as he looks to the violin player and says, please, I implore you, have fun. Test rigorously, yes.
Wait, who's he talking to?
You.
Fun with what?
He coughs a bit more as this thing kind of turns to him. He's just turning away, and he snaps a couple times, and then it slowly turns to you, Vega, and multiple mouths on this thing peel open, and it roars as it begins almost just like rolling across the floor at you. It doesn't have any discernible arms or legs that are holding it up that you can see that are logical.
Oh
Please roll for initiative.
Thanks, I hate it.
my god, I actually rolled pretty good.
Nice.
We've gotten the same initiative twice now. I don't like this at all.
All right, top of the order, Mr. Kane.
Far away. Well, I can move here and then do it, I think. I can be back one. I would have gone here then. I have a feeling this won't work, but I might as well try it anyways.
He did say have fun.
I'll just use that on him.
Wait a minute, negative damage. Uh-oh.
I get to place a line if it lets me.
I think if you select, so where it says place 30-foot line, you can do that. Ooh. It shoots purple shit, I like that.
It's a
Now I just
fortitude
hope.
save for him. Yeah, I don't know if that'll actually deal damage, but I might as well try it.
I mean, it might heal them.
I mean, he's full health, so...
Is indeed full health. All right, rolls a 16. That's a failure by 1. All right, that is 2d4 negative damage.
And a bleed.
All right, is the bleed bleed damage or negative damage?
It says 1 bleed.
1 bleed. All right, I believe that is now programmed into the game. So I should be able to drag it on top of him, like so. I'm not sure if it physically shows, but he should be mechanically bleeding. I could be wrong. We'll see when it's his turn, eventually. The negative damage, though, as one of you expressed a moment ago, it seems invigorated by it as opposed to pained by it. And its whole body just kind of, it just shakes and pukes up a little, and one of the mouths opens up and, like, inhales it.
All right, well, none of that. It's bleeding at least. Good luck, Vega.
Thanks.
Is it bleeding or is it getting bigger?
I mean,
Alright.
the bleed is just bleed. It's not negative damage.
Negative bleed.
First, I'm gonna rage.
Go and drag that bitch on top of your character. Okay, that works too.
That did apply it, right?
There we go. So if you want the fancy version, there you go.
Sexy.
Angry.
Angie powers.
Then I want to dash at it
Excellent.
and swing. Do I need to have my spirit damage on? Oh, I guess I do because I raged.
Yes, now that you're raging, go ahead and turn that on.
I chose negative, right?
You can your choice. You choose.
Okay, can I flip between
I think
like lore wise?
lore wise, I don't know. I don't know if you can. I think you choose when you rage. Up to you.
Honestly, I would find it very funny if the both of you can only deal negative damage right now.
I know that was just a test. I also just wanted to bleed it.
So I don't know if Vega would switch to positive.
Well, it's just
I mean, would she know? Probably, right?
She probably would at least see after what I just did.
Then you would get a vibe from it. Yeah,
yeah, and I'm thinking I worship the goddess, but my village probably worships the two.
that makes sense. Up to you.
So I don't see why I can't use both. All right, so I saw that negative didn't work, so I'll go ahead and use positive. And whiffed it.
As you swing your blade down, the creature seemingly peels itself in half, and your blade swings between the negative spaces. It slowly slides itself back together.
Nasty. That just makes me angry.
Perfect. I rage more. As that happens, you hear some shifting amongst the rocks, and it looks as if a hand has crawled out, and it begins to slowly move on forward.
Oh, of course.
Toward you, Vega. It says hello. Going as high. How are you doing?
For a hand, he sure can move a lot of feet.
Yeah, for real, Jesus. As he skitters towards you, it jumps up, attempting to grab onto you. Missing horribly. Doesn't matter. He'll try again. Missing horribly again. All right.
Critical miss.
You're able to
Nice.
just bat this thing to the left and to the right. It has no chance to catch you, fortunately. And the large boy pretty much ignores it. And the guy in the back is basically just kind of laughing and just sort of watching as to what's going on right now. I forgot to say, I need you to roll something for me, actually, Vega.
Me?
Yes. You
Roll to not
entered.
die.
Yeah, you entered my range. So, do you see right there? It says fortitude.
Right where?
In
the
chat there.
chat.
Yeah, in the chat. Do you see that?
Yeah, I clicked it.
All right.
And I failed.
Indeed. I'll just put it down there. You notice when you got close, approximately that close. You didn't critically fail. Okay. All right. This smell is so fouled, you immediately become sickened upon moving into range.
Excellent.
You can spend an action to basically puke, retch effectively, to get rid of this. And if you do, like with most poisons and such, if you succeed, then you are basically used to the bad stank and you don't need to worry too much about it.
-1 to every single one of your saves and checks.
It's not great. So the creature begins to like
Wait,
gyrate.
that does include AC, doesn't it?
Yes.
In the Pathfinder.
Mhm. It begins to
Nice.
kind of wriggle about and gyrate, and you can see the flesh is like almost bubbling in a way as it just kind of flings an arm-ish thing toward you, attempting to strike at you. And it will indeed hit. It's got an extra thing. Give me 1 second. Go ahead and roll me a reflex save. 21, excellent. All right,
Yeah.
perfect. As this thing reaches out to basically slap against you, it seems like grease or oil like bursts off from its arm and surrounds you. Fortunately, you're able to keep steady feet and you do not fall to the ground, Vega, but you feel as if now you're surrounded by both stank in a very perilous position. It ain't great. Also, that hurt like shit.
This is fine.
Yes.
All right, and then seeing you, good sir, one of the heads in the back begins to like hawk a loogie. You can hear it just like slowly load one up, and it sounds wonderfully wet as it hawks the head back and then whips it forward, just sending a chunk of offal towards you. Fortunately,
Yay.
it misses and splats against the ground and just slides past you. It's best not to look at that.
Ugh.
Please stop.
Arbalist.
I mean, you can
Totally
only die
not.
once. Did want to play a new character right now. I'm not sure if this is something I can do with a recall knowledge, but I wanted to, like, I don't know, check the guy in the back, see if he was doing anything to motion the big one. I don't know. Like the zombie in the back with the violin.
You're checking the zombie, you're checking the guy in the ropes.
The zombie, yeah. Because the guy in the ropes was basically telling him to, like, keep playing and try to find something. And I wanted to, like, see if he was somehow directing the big zombie or something.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if that's something I can do with recall knowledge specifically.
I will say yes. Go ahead and go ahead and roll me religion. Religion or Arcana, actually. Your choice.
I'll take the one I'm better at.
Yeah.
Surprising, right?
An 18, excellent. You can tell that whatever tune this boy in the back is whistling out is potentially invigorating this sloppy mess of a creature that's sitting in front of Vega. It's almost swaying to the music.
In that case, I'm definitely going to be hunting that target. I hunt the prey, which is the big skeleton, zombie guy thing.
Excellent. Fortunately for you, he's standing up tall, so he's impossible to miss.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna shoot it. And crit, apparently.
Woo!
For 18.
So many numbers. All right, your arrow goes hurling toward this thing.
It's a relatively low hit as well.
Indeed. You stick it directly through the eye as its head snaps back, and the music pauses for a moment, as does the wriggling creature, and it just continues kind of vibing out to the music. The man in the robe seems incredibly frustrated as he turns again and goes, I didn't say you could stop.
Yeah, and also mention to, like, Kane, like, go for the one in the back. And that's my turn.
Alrighty, excellent. Around you guys, near the other coffins, you begin to hear them stir, but nothing reveals itself.
I did, in fact, notice a lot of coffins around this room.
Alrighty, Kane.
I don't like it
have
here.
some throat pasties or something. Because of all the coffin.
Wait, so it's this one that's singing?
The one on top, yeah.
The one all the way in the back, yeah.
All the way in the back.
Alright, well, it's blasting time. This one. I'm using the triple, but not the 2-turn one.
Okay.
So it has 60 feet range. Half damage on a failure.
Alright, does it target an area or targets an individual?
It targets one thing, I think. It can explode if I do the 2-round version, but I'm not going to do that.
Alright, sounds good. 22 is definitely a hit. Dear God, that's 3d6 lightning damage! You were aiming at, sorry.
Lightning bolt.
You were aiming at the zombie, right?
This boy.
Or you're aiming at the guy?
Or was this one was the one that was singing?
Yeah, the one playing.
The zombie was playing, yeah.
I'd be blasting that then. Sorry.
Okay, I mean, I say, you're good. The guy in the ropes is literally just watching. All right, okay. As, what is this? Horizon Thunder, you gather, why can't I say the word gather? You gather magical energy into your palm, forming a concentrated ball of lightning electricity, good shit, that crackles and rumbles like impossibly distant thunder, making it ranged. Okay, and then does a bunch of damage. Nice. Awesome. Well, your lightning just rips across the room, past the chubby man.
Past the chubby man.
Assign it to him properly. Oh, he's not in combat, so it's not going to show. But as he's playing, like dun 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 dun, his head just explodes as lightning surges through him. It rips up the strings of the violin and makes an impossibly high note that, for a moment, the robed figure's like, perfect. And it just erupts awful and just shit all over the backside of the robed figure. And he pauses for a second as some of the wood begins to kind of rain down. And he slowly turns to look up at the now dead zombie, then over to you and goes, well, that's not very nice.
I'm like imagining him exploding in a microwave.
Nice.
Alrighty, and with that, the large creature is weakened by 1 stage. To explain really quick, I'm not sure if you guys have looked at creatures in Pathfinder, but this is one of my favorite things. I can take any level creature, like level 5, etc., and there is a weak and elite template I can add to said creature. It literally increases or decreases the level by 1. So I've reduced its level by 1, aka making it easier to hit across the board.
Yes, I think you showed that in our tutorial, and we almost died to an elite.
Indeed. They
in 1 hit.
It can be rough. I mean, it hit Vega once and did more than half her health. So yeah, she's hurting. Not great.
Yeah,
but stopping the music weakened this thing. That was 3 actions, Kane, I believe, right?
Yeah, that was all 3.
Okay. Alrighty, Vega. As I mentioned, you can retch if you wish, or you can just keep swinging. Up to you.
Can I retch towards the hand?
You gonna puke on the hand?
Will it slow it down?
No, it's a it's a separate mechanic.
All right, I'm just gonna retch then.
Okay. Shit, I think that's a body save, I believe. Which should be
In fortitude or will?
fortitude, I believe.
Fortitude.
Alrighty, a 17 will indeed do it as you puke onto the floor for one action. How do you motivate yourself to get this junk out of you?
Can I just say it smells real bad that I just feel like getting it out of my lungs and it comes out of my stomach instead?
It smells like absolute garbage. So fortunately, because you already had the debuff, you don't have to roll. But at the start of your turn, you normally would. You're fine though, because you already had it. It doesn't go any higher. As you puke on the floor, you notice something crawling amongst the sick.
What?
And this something swiggles along the floor and recombines itself with this large swirling creature in front of you. And you hear the individual in the robes just kind of giggling to himself, going, perfect.
I'm going to glare at this creature.
Alright, I could be wrong, but I think when you're raging, you can't use anything with the concentrate tag.
Oh, is this concentrate?
Yeah, it's a auditory, well, not auditory, but concentrate, emotion, fear, and mental.
Damn it. All right, I'll just swing.
Nice! You friggin' strike it!
And swing again.
Alright, this time you miss, but just barely.
Sad face.
It slides out of the way once again. Alrighty, the little hand that was attempting to grab onto you, Vega, kind of looks about the room, and you sort of hear like ticking and something coming from the south, the robed figure, and the hand moves over to the larger just amalgamation of flesh, and it crawls up into it, and you see its flesh shudder and wriggle as you
Wait. The hand is crawling up?
Yes. And you can see that once it joins its flesh, you can see that it's healed it. All
right, noted.
It's now gone. And across the way, you can see another one crawl its way out. And it begins to move towards, I'll say it moves towards Kane. And first, it's going to try to grab onto you. Oh my god, it hit. Holy mother of glub! Oh, buddy.
Rude.
You ready to take 1d4 minus 1 damage?
No.
All right, he'll use his other action.
My ankle.
Basically, it's free action. Ooh, I'm clicking you. What a doofus.
Actually, on my ankle, I have 4 health left.
It grabs onto you very, very tightly. You can see the larger creature begin to kind of move forward.
Is this where Wyvern dies then? Or is this where Kane dies?
Gonna stop here. Bring its aura with it.
I already have to make a new character.
I hope you have one.
And after it passes you, Vega, it swings over its head, once again attempting to strike you. Ooh! It misses as a second, more bestial arm careens towards you, critically missing, both missing and slashing against the ground, taking a chunk out of the concrete. You know that would have been not lethal, but incredibly painful had it hit you.
Indeed.
So,
all right, Arbalist.
I'm going to have to take 2 actions to reload. And then I ask who wants it. And if you need help, should I be shooting at the guy in the back?
I mean, my inside guts might become outside guts soon.
Fine, I guess I'll give you a hand.
Thanks, I
can't
hate it.
focus though, so this is going to be a normal attack. Which sucks. Well, it hits at least.
The hand is struck. Fortunately, you guys learned that they have incredibly weak constitutions. You did not fell this one, unfortunately, but it is teetering. You chopped off at least a finger. It's got a pretty firm. It's got a pretty firm grip on Kane.
It's only a finger left at this point.
It's somehow holding you with a single finger, Kane.
That's all I can do.
Damn, I really am weak. I gotta work out.
Alrighty, you hear more shifting coming from the coffins, and the robed figure kind of goes, ugh, fine then. And is anyone looking towards the robed figure?
I very much have my hands full.
General direction, I guess.
Okay.
Unless the big guy is blocking my vision at this point. But
yes and no. So I would say, Arbalist, you see, quote unquote, this. Vega, you don't, but you can hear it coming from behind you. He reaches into his cowl, and you hear a fleshy squelching sound as he tears something out. And he kind of pats where the zombie was and goes, You tried. He places an eyeball on the mound and walks further into the back of the room to like what seems to be a pile of dirt and just fallen rubble. And you guys can see hands pushing out between the rocks and grabbing onto him and like pulling him down underground. As he slowly pulled away, says, "I'll keep an eye on you. Hopefully the master approves." And he seemingly...
What did you just say?
He says, "I'll keep an eye on you. Hopefully the master approves."
The master approves, okay.
And as he leaves, you see a singular eye just sitting where the zombie was, looking directly towards you guys. Kane.
I hate it here. How close are these? They're within range. I can get both of them.
Are you doing arc lightning?
Yes.
Don't target Vega.
Am I targeting her? Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Have to target Vega.
She can take it.
You can take it. It's only 8th.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Ooh, lightning. All right,
I
time.
like the sound effect.
Yeah, very cool. Damn it. Okay, I'm trying to target them.
I didn't have a sound effect. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, that is.
I didn't either.
All right, individual rolls.
You have sound turned off on your.
No, I've been hearing
Okay.
sound effects.
No damage?
They both save.
Alright, this is fine. It's a cantrip, so I'm assuming it's just no damage.
Give me a second. My brain needs to work. Basic reflex save. I think they take half. I think.
Okay, I will roll damage then.
Yeah, just roll damage.
Half of 8, 4 damage.
I mean, at least you fried the hand.
Yeah, the hand should be off me. I hope.
The hand is also holding on to you, though. So you will stick for them.
Oh no.
Hey, that's actually the amount of health you have. How weird.
Alrighty.
And then I have 1 to move. Good luck, Vega. I'm in pain.
All right.
Okay.
You no longer have 50
Alright.
debuffs on you from being grabbed. Congratulations.
Actually, I won't go that far. I'd go like here.
Okay. Lightning rips off your body and just arcs over the hand, striking the large, smelly creature as more of the offal begins to pour off of it. And that smell catches you once again, Vega. Go ahead and roll me, again, fortitude save.
That smelly smell.
This is where Vega dies.
Go ahead and just click right there where it says fortitude.
Why are you making me click there? I failed that every time I've clicked there.
Because it tells you if you failed or not.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you'll get to play your new character faster. It's fine.
Yeah. You can also play a ranged character, and then we'll have no melee.
I mean, you can also just walk out of it.
my next character is ranged, so
This is fine.
all right. So that didn't count as an action my turn, right?
Nope. That was free.
I
You're
mean,
welcome.
You can retch and get another roll, basically.
Oh dear God.
It is only -1, so.
All right, I will retch again just because the thought of feeling sick and knowing what came out of me made me feel sick even more.
Alrighty. Roll fortitude again then. Let me double check. You are sickened. Yep, DC against the same effect. So you fail by just a little, unfortunately.
So I dry heave?
You basically dry heave and nothing comes out.
I mean, it's a good thing.
Oh,
Would have
good.
healed it otherwise.
Alright, you begin to... You flail at the creature, and unfortunately it becomes very wriggly as it begins to move about, and both of your blows miss.
Maybe you should have
Alright,
walked
alright.
away. It
No,
doesn't seem very fast.
I just want to kill it.
I mean, it might kill you now.
As you want to kill it,
Vega does not run.
it too wishes to harm you. Not facing you, in fact, moving towards the north, one of the arms kind of peels off and goes to slap you across the face.
Excellent.
And it critically hits you.
Critical hit. Joy.
Goodbye, Vega.
Is that 8 damage for a critical hit?
That's the low. What did you roll?
I didn't, apparently.
4 and a 1.
Hell yeah, brother.
Wait,
It's
how
my
is it-
lucky day.
How is a 4? Oh, it's a -1 bludgeoning. That's why. Okay, makes sense.
Unfortunately, that is enough to knock you unconscious, though. Oh boy, back to being out oot and a boot.
You have to apply a wounded.
Yes, so that should be mostly automatic when you're knocked out.
It wasn't when we tested it.
Right,
Oh wait, was it dying or wounded? I can't remember.
exactly. It should be dying 1, which gives you a whole bunch of fun things. Dear God. All right, that gives you dying 1. You're obviously flat-footed. You're prone. You are still sickened. You're unconscious. All that good shit, and you are blinded. So basically, all that
She
shit
falls
happens.
backwards into her own puddle of puke.
Jesus, you have 1,000 debuffs on you right now.
I removed rage because it disappears when I fall unconscious.
Indeed. So you do indeed fall unconscious. The creature
You have like the cute sleeping emote animation thing.
I know, right? Slowly drags itself forward, just outside of range of Kane once again, and it will huck
Told
up
you should have run.
another wonderful loogie.
I can't hear you.
Literally.
I'm still saying it.
Just for you, Kane.
Hmm.
All right, and again, just a pile of flesh and bone comes hurtling from this thing, smacking into the ground, and rolling off to the side. Another coffin near Vega cracks open, and a hand crawls out.
Oh boy.
Arbalest.
I kind of want to, hunt it. But then I can't shoot it. Either way, I'm going to hunt it, so I'm going to take 2 actions to reload, and then I'm going to use my hunt action to line up my shot and end my turn there.
Which one are you targeting?
The big boy.
Okay. Excellent. All right, Kane. Top of the order, you saw your friend get knocked down as this thing's climbing towards you. What do you do?
Cry. I don't know if I can do anything for her.
If anything, you'd have to walk through the muck cloud anyway.
Yeah, I can try to use this.
Charming words. Alrighty. Whoop. I fail! All right, what's that mean?
All
The
right,
target.
I can't use hostile actions against me.
All right, for 1 turn, I cannot use hostile actions against you. What do you say to it? To sway me?
Stop it. I don't know.
Stop it! No!
Stop it.
Don't do it! Jeez!
Look at me, I'm very thin. I don't have any flesh in my bones. You don't want to
And
hit
then
me.
I gotta. Oh wait, there's a hand there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much, unless they have reactions for thingy, which most enemies don't. So
80% of
safe.
enemies do not have. Well, they have reactions, but they don't have opportunity attacks. You are free to run
I
around.
mean, I would still move, and then it would be right next to me, and I'd probably go down right after.
Maybe. How many actions was that charming words thing?
1, so I can move and use shield.
No, you can move twice.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could, but I can't do anything over there.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to do anything anyway, but you're at least safe then.
Sure, I'll move twice just to get over here.
That works.
And then I guess I'll help Vega next turn. You'll be fine, right?
Yeah, totes.
Sure.
Good luck.
Alrighty, Vega. Under utility, there's something called a recovery check. Go ahead and click on that.
Utility recovery.
Yep, that's basically that save. Success! Alrighty, so I believe you effectively are good. Let's see. When you succeed, your dying value is reduced by 1.
Still unconscious though.
Indeed. But you're no longer dying. And you are wounded 1. So you're still prone. I believe you still should be unconscious. That is correct. Because you don't have any health. So yeah. So many debuffs, dear God. But you're doing better. Congratulations.
I'm not dying.
This is indeed
Yet.
very true.
I mean, he should go after you guys before he goes after me, but yeah.
I mean, the crawling head might start choking you out as you sleep, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just don't make any sound as you're dying. It's easy.
I mean,
How loud do you snore?
Maybe I'll do a medicine check and I'll accidentally end up choking her.
No!
Maybe you want me to do it instead because I have a +5.
Oh my god. You murderers.
Proficiency.
I mean, I'm still gonna be busy killing this big guy for the next 5 rounds probably anyway, so.
I have a +5 in medicine as well.
Oh, I can help you then. Or aid you, I guess.
Indeed.
When we get over here.
Assuming we survive.
Assuming the large creature will look towards you.
Hello.
It looked towards you. Its body's turning though, so you can tell it's intending to move away after this. One of the mouths opens up and it hucks a big ol' scalding loogie at you.
Sidestep.
Excellent. You sidestep and it burns into the door. You can hear the wood sizzling, and it begins to move back towards. Oops, stops here. Kane. Let's see. It's got 2 movements, so it's gonna go 1 and then 2. Just stop right next to you, buddy. How you doing?
Go away.
I brought the stank with me. I hope you don't mind.
I do mind. Please go away.
Hey there, buddy. How you doing?
Speaking of, hope you don't mind. My brother once grabbed your ankle. I too wish to accomplish the same feat.
If you go down, I'm running, by the way. No pressure or anything.
Alrighty,
Fine, you just missed.
2 quick jumps, and you're relatively used to these little hand bastards. So you do a quick jig, and you're able to dodge both of its attempts to reach out at you. Arbalest, as you see this thing slowly dragging towards your employer, ? And this person you just met, what do you do? It's stinking up a storm right now.
I shoot it. I miss it. How far away is this actually?
Not too far.
Very
70.
far.
70 feet. Oh, in terms of running, it's very far, yes.
What the hell did I do to myself? Why am I... That's weird. I have like a weird icon on my thingy.
Oh, the, like, bzz, 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 bzz.
Yeah.
That's sound sense. It means you can sense yourself.
Okay.
So you can't
Good to know, I
see
guess.
technically, but you can sense something is there. So if there's a token near you that's alive, you can sense it. It's really interesting.
All right. Well, good to know, I guess. So either I take 2 actions to reload, so I can actually fire next round, or I run over and do nothing. I'm gonna reload. Have fun.
Sounds good.
Don't die.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Kane,
No
wanna-
promises.
you want to roll for me, buddy?
What am I rolling exactly?
Click on that fortitude save. You're in my stank.
I think
I
you
don't
can
wanna
take
be
an
in your
action to
state.
hold your breath
Oh,
or
good.
something to get advantage to get like bonus to this.
I believe so. Also, you can use the hero point to re-roll if you'd like. And I also want to give you a second one. So I'll give you an extra hero point there for using your intestines to grapple someone. I forgot I was going to give you one for that.
Okay, I guess I'll use one of those to re-roll it and hope.
I can't believe he strangled the skeleton with his intestines.
Going again. Alright, it's worse. This is fine.
All right, you're only a little pukey. It's okay.
Wait, how do I remove
I mean, it's
points?
only a
Oh, right,
minus
okay.
1,
Yeah, it is only a -1. This is true.
and you can walk out of it, I guess.
What does second do again?
Gives you a -1 to everything, basically.
It's basically -1 to everything.
good.
Yeah. If you put your finger over it, it says right there, it's a lot.
Yeah, you can also click it.
Well, I guess I can try to help Vega, and then I'll be the one to die in her place.
And you can still walk out after that, right?
You can walk out.
Medicine check. I only have a +4 now, but this is fine. You'll live, right?
So to get someone up from...
Oh, I have a pot.
Yes, let's say she has a potion
Ooh.
on her. If you give her that, she'll be up.
I'll just give her that then. I'm assuming that's, what, 2? Like 1 to find it, and then another one to give it to her?
So you had 2 potions on you, Vega. Did you give one to somebody else?
No, I took them both.
Sorry, Ag. Would you have given one to somebody else?
No.
Probably not.
Probably not.
She
Okay.
forgot about them.
Fair enough. Then yes, 2 actions, 1 to go through her bag, 1 to give it to her. So then go ahead and select yourself with that potion, Vega, and use the potion on yourself.
It's in my inventory, I assume.
Indeed, yes. Should be on your character sheet, not on the drop-down menu, unfortunately.
And King can use his other action to drink one himself.
Healing Potion Minor.
I just steal her other one while she's asleep,
Why not?
and then I'll just die right after anyways.
Congrats
It
to health.
rolled a 2. I mean, I guess I'm alive.
You're
Yeah, you
up,
can
at
run
least. Yeah, good luck. I mean, I could also just use the last one to go this way.
Yes, you
Sure.
should.
Uh, I
You have any
I
attacks?
mean, we know that the big boy is very slow, so that's probably the best
for
option.
1. I don't think I have any attacks for 1. I got inside ropes for 1.
Probably not the best.
Yeah, I will just jump over Vega and go this way.
Fair enough. All right, well, you're out of the shit.
Good luck. I can't go back again if you go back down.
That's fine.
Alrighty. I'm not going to impose it now. I did not mention this, but when you go prone in this game, you drop your weapon, meaning you need to spend an action to pick it back up. We'll say you're fine, you still have it on you, so you won't lose an action to both standing up and picking up your weapon. But it's pretty brutal to go down in this game.
All right, so I have to spend an action standing up.
Yes. So you to lose prone, which you definitely want to lose. You don't want that. That's bad. Wait. There we go.
Wait, am I flat-footed?
When you're prone,
Yeah,
yes.
because you're prone.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So first action, stand up. Second action.
I mean, you can attack it and then run. So if you want. If you want to risk it.
Yes, I probably will. No, I'm going to glare at it. And then I'm going to run.
How dare you make me bleed my own blood?
Exactly. This feels wrong. I ran away. I do not run away.
You could
Your blood trails us otherwise.
I mean,
You
it's
gotta hit
run
it.
away or die. So
that
Yes.
too. Now, okay, so to be fair, you know it has range capability, so it can shoot shit. And if you're sickened, you don't have to roll for sickened again. So did you actually want to run or did you want to hit him?
Yeah, but at least you won't be in. Well,
Because she's already sickened,
Yeah.
she can't be sickened again.
yeah, but the range attack is not as bad as his slap, right?
She only has 2 health though, so
That's fair.
I'm saying for her specifically.
All right, I will smack.
Still, one attack is better than 2 attacks, or is it like...
Vega is gonna go down dying, swinging, and dying.
That's usually how you go down, yes.
All right,
Weirdly enough, you're rolling not great, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
She's definitely gonna go down dying.
All right, well, first and foremost, it's going to, again, swing out at you. Oh, boy. Actually, wait. Before I go, you technically had a hero point. Did you want to use that for your attack or for something else?
how close is he to dying?
I mean, he's injured. You can tell that much.
That's not badly injured.
And that's not badly injured, but an attack's an attack. Up to you.
You did say you want to go down swinging, not missing.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the best way to use it to do more damage so you can guys kill him faster. All right, I will use my hero point.
All right. Roll your attack again.
Do I have to do the second attack penalty?
You just roll the exact same attack again, exactly as it was. There you go. Now roll damage. Excellent.
Okay, it's really urgent.
All right, you indeed do strike the boy, and it reels back in pain as it already rolled. It's going to go ahead and return the blow back to you, Vega, which unfortunately will knock you back down, and it's going to drag its ass very slowly back over to Kane. You're still out of my stink, boy.
Good.
Have some puke.
What is my dying wounded now?
So, oh my God,
Your
the
dying is still 1.
The dice is in the way. So your dying condition is equal to your wounded condition. Wait, yeah, plus 1. Basically.
Yes, I'm dying too.
Yeah, you're dying too, correct. I'm dying too. Wow.
Is this where Kane dies?
These things have had very bad luck trying to grab at his ankles. Oh, ankle grabbed.
Okay.
No,
For
my
one.
ankle.
1 damage!
I mean, isn't it 0
Grab
damage
the-
because it's 1 minus 1? Or do they not?
It's a
Do
D4
standard
minus
zero.
1, it rolled a 1. I don't know if it's
For a minimum of 1, is what it says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it does
That
at
makes
least
sense.
it does at least 1 damage. So it slaps onto you, Kane, but it's unable to get a good solid grip. As this fleshy amalgamation is crawling towards Kane, Arbalist, what do?
I ignore it and fire at the big one.
Ooh. That's a
what
hit.
range do you have?
He has 120 feet of range. He can hit it from
God.
really far away.
Rangers are great.
I love crossbows.
Indeed, it's got bonkers range. So it's not a range of 120 feet. It's a range increment of 120 feet. If he goes past 120 feet,
True.
it literally just reduces it by 2. That's it. So it's
I also don't have a minimum
Okay.
range where my damage goes down. Or
Yeah.
I get disadvantage or something.
So it's 240 feet at a -2 penalty. It's not that big of a deal. And you send your prey back? Question mark? Praise? Who knows? To the other side. And it reels out and just screams, a cacophony of voices, animal and human alike, as you see it begin to slowly fall apart and the stench that surrounds it begins to dissipate as all the pustules begin to pop and it just kind of flattens slowly and its stink just covers the floor, almost coming to where you are, Kane.
And I am grossed out.
Nice. And instead of reloading, I'm gonna move 50.
Alrighty, Kane.
This is fine.
The hand starts like twitching in place as if it's just kind of like losing it. And you can see the flesh is starting to like tighten on it. It looks incredibly strange.
I'm gonna back up because I don't want to be near it, and I'm gonna throw a rock or something at it.
Sure, there's plenty.
Run that way up.
Here, have a whole rock.
You can throw another one of the dead hands at it.
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right,
I throw a calcified hand at the hand.
We got hand-on-hand violence as it just bounces off of it, smashing it flat into the ground, hearing the bones crunch.
Aggressively shakes hand.
Just beyond,
Mhm.
you guys see Vega unconscious. But the creatures are taken care of.
She'll be fine, right?
I mean, we can just
No.
feed her the potion, I guess, or we can...
The other potion, or we can double medicine check.
Yeah.
I will
What's
assist
better,
you because
double
I'm
medicine
sick.
Actually, can we double medicine check, or is it like if you use it once, she's immune? Another one.
Just one, basically.
I'm-
So prior to
I'm
that,
assuming I have.
prior to that, go ahead and roll recovery.
Right.
There you go. So many debuffs. Oh my god. I'm not even sure what those all mean. Oh, it's a skull. Okay. It's the red one. Wounded, probably?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, okay.
Oh, look, you're not
Wow,
dying.
that was almost a crit. Are there quit recoveries in this, like D&D, or no?
Yes. So when you roll a success, it reduces dying by 1. You don't just wake back up. If you critically succeed, you reduce it by 2.
Okay.
You are indeed still out of it, but it's not so bad. I'll leave it to you guys. You're feeling a little sick, Kane, but if you guys want, you can indeed perform a medicine check on her. Only one person can do it. It's semi-strict, but basically you're sitting down and fixing her. When someone's knocked out, I think there's a separate action. I could be wrong.
Can I just
it might still be the
assist?
same role, but I think it's like a different rule.
I think it's different, yeah, when she's knocked out, because she's technically dying. Anytime, I'd say go ahead and just roll it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a downtime action, I think, right? Instead of a normal one?
Effectively. So the nice thing is under utility, you do have treat wounds. I don't think it's a straight medicine check. So which of you has the better check for medicine?
We both have the same, but he has...
I'm
he has-
sick, so mine's
he has
-1.
sickness.
So you should do it, not me.
Where does it say anything about doing it for a dead guy? You not just roll it, I guess.
Yeah, just roll. We'll see what you get.
I don't have any healer stalls, though, technically, so... I think.
Oh, you don't?
I don't think so. I mean, they aren't in the normal exploration pack thing, I guess.
I'm pretty sure I would have given it to one of you. I'm pretty sure I gave one to Kane, so you can go ahead and just roll it. It's fine. Beautiful. Go that bullshit. That's a lot of nuts. All right.
Did it actually roll that?
No, it did not roll. It just throws a bunch of shit. Now it's telling you do a medicine check of at least 15. Basically, just letting us know what we need to get. So now roll medicine. Not great.
I'll use my hero point to roll again.
Sure. Excellent.
That's better.
All right, so we needed a 15. We got 22. That's awesome. So we're going to heal her for 2d8, which is a 10. And if we choose to, I believe you can spend longer.
Total of 1 hour to double the hit points that's regained from treat wounds. Yeah.
So if you really want to get into it, you can.
Like, how many did I heal her for?
You're gonna heal her. You're gonna heal her for 10, which is actually your guys' level's a lot.
Yeah, that's enough. I'm not gonna stay for 10 hours.
Yeah,
for an hour.
That's a whole lot of just sitting there. Alrighty. After working on you a bit, Vega, you're brought back.
I immediately puke.
What's wrong? You'll be fine.
I mean, I just went unconscious twice. And
You also
I
still had the thing inside you.
Yeah, I had that thing inside me. I puke. Should I roll for it?
At this point, no, because there's no downside besides it still being on you and you having a -1. So
I rip
It's
out
now
my
dead
gun
inside you.
just to
How
make
does
it
that feel?
worse.
I puke again.
as you guys are having a nice little puke off,
I'm gonna start walking over to the eye.
you notice there's no strange wriggler in the mess, at least this time. As you move towards the eye, you can see that it is moving and flitting about as if it's watching you.
Good. I'm gonna cover it up in a bag so it can't see, and then put it in my backpack, I guess, or something.
Excellent. Go ahead and add a
Secure
note.
it.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and add a note somewhere that you got the roadman's eye somewhere. Alrighty, how many hands did we kill there?
I wasn't keeping track of the hands, so I don't know.
I think 3, 4.
I only got 3 before the boss room. Do we kill any hands in the boss room?
I mean, 2 in the boss room.
Yeah, definitely 2 in the
At
boss room.
least.
All right, cool.
Might
I
have been
will.
3. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So technically, the way experience works in this game is the enemies in the encounter. The more there are, it's not multiplicative, but you get more boys. In general, for getting this far, we're definitely going to pause here. So congratulations for not dying. Everyone just add 10 experience for now. I'm going to add up the experience from the little boys, and then we'll see what that ends up being. But until then, yeah, you guys are looking around the room. You can see that for the most part, everything is calm and everything is still. But as you guys,
what did you say the eye was called?
the robed man's eye. I didn't really describe him more than that. If you guys want, you could technically. You're relatively far. I guess Vega, you're pretty close, but you didn't really teach me defining features on him. Looking around though, besides him being pulled into the ground just past where you are, Arbalist, you don't really see any sign besides undead arms that pulled him down and away somewhere, question mark. I'm not really sure where he went. The coffins seem to be quiet now, but you do see something, multiple somethings actually, left behind in the mess left behind by the creature. And Arbalist, you actually notice something about the zombie that was playing stands out to you just a little bit. You're not entirely sure what. But we'll pause there and answer those questions next week.